Hello, and welcome to Barovia. I am your humble master of dungeons and keeper of dragons, Pixel. And I am pleased to present to you the frog demons from the plane of limbo, inexplicably trapped behind magically trapped doors, waiting to kill our saviors on Barovia. 33rd episode of Ages of Vinyl presents The Curse of Strahd. Yo, what's up, everybody? As always, we're going to get into the game here in just a few minutes. But before we do, I have to lead off our episode with an apology from me to you. When last we met, I intimated that I would intended to do some sort of special thing for the Friday the 13th stream, but that did not materialize because I didn't remember to do it until too late in the week to get it done. So we're just going to play our game as normal. My apologies. Maybe we'll cobble something together for Halloween. Who knows? Probably not. But anyway, we're going to go through our usual housekeeping things, but now that we are 33 episodes in, we're going to keep things brief, but just in case anyone's new. First things first, on map screens, and this will be relevant today, try not to spoil things. You will be seeing the GM perspective when we hit the map screen. So you'll be seeing all kinds of stuff that's behind doors and walls that our players can't see. You'll be, seeing grayed out stuff that are monsters waiting in the wings and all kinds of things. Don't spoil those things because our PCs will be in chat with you guys hanging out and interacting. Second, please don't freak out about the rules. There's a bunch of them in this game, and I will, not only can I not remember them all, but even if I could, I would refuse. There's just too damn many, and I refuse to be on the hook for all of them, so we're going to change things about the adventure. We're going to change, rulings, or I'm going to forget how things work, and we'll make something up on the fly. Don't lose your mind about it. Third, this is an open and welcoming space, so do keep that internet toxicity crap out of here. Never usually a problem with you guys. You guys are amazing, but we just want to make sure everybody knows that we don't put up with people being wang rods in chat, whether that's to other viewers or to players regarding their knowledge of the game or the rules, their character choices, or frankly anything else. Fourth, this adventure is horror-themed and may contain elements that are unpleasant or disturbing. We're not aiming for excessive graphic content, but in the context of a live stream, we typically won't be able to give content warnings, as much of what we do is improvised. However, the YouTube and podcast feeds do have those warnings up, so please moderate your consumption with that in mind. And a reminder, we do release the show on YouTube and as a podcast after each episode during the following week. So if you miss an episode or part of an episode, don't fret. You can still catch it after the fact if you need to be caught up for the next week if you want to watch live. And of course, as always, last thing before we get started, I'd like us to go around and cast. If you could please introduce yourself and your characters as well as whether or not you have chat inspiration before we jump in. Vincent Page.
I didn't catch the last half of that. It was way too high of a registry. Only dogs and small birds could hear that. I'm Vincent Page. I'm playing Ash Fireforge, and y'all, I'm wearing a party hat because today it's Jess's birthday, and she wanted me to wear a party hat. So I look like a unicorn, and here we are. Happy birthday, Jess!
Hey, we give you a complimentary toasty for Jess from the soundboard. It's the only vaguely positive thing I have on there.
A very negative soundboard.
Yeah, we have womp womps and rim shots other than that, and neither one seemed appropriate. And sorry, did you have chat inspiration?
Oh, God. Listen, 33 episodes in, you think I'd have this pulled up and ready to go. But see, what I'm really good at is rambling until I find the information that I need. It just so happens that I don't have chat inspiration. I don't have that side pulled up. And with the I am in Twitch chat, okay? But the screen is very tiny, so I can't accidentally cheat.
I see. Excellent. Omega.
And now I have chat inspiration, so, here we are.
Okay. So I'll take it away, and I'll give it back. Bam, there it is.
All right. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Omega. I'm playing Pita Wallhorn, the Valor Bard, and I do not have chat inspiration. And I'm going to fix my camera here in a second.
Okay. Very good. Ozzy. And now Peter.
I'm Ozzy. I'm playing Cass Amblecrown, and I do have chat inspiration.
Excellent. And of course, a bonus mom.
Hi, I'm Bonus Mom, and I will be playing Wanderess, the Nature Domain Cleric. I do have chat inspiration. I actually have DM inspiration too from so long ago. I don't remember what it was for, and I feel like I'm probably going to need it.
Holding it like a lifeline. Grasping firmly onto that DM inspiration. What's up, everybody? I am Pixel. I am your dungeon master this evening. I will be playing everything and everyone else.
And playing us for suckers.
Probably. You can also find me here at twitch.tv/hammerandpixel, where I have been streaming some Stardew Valley with Bonus Mom, and maybe one day we'll get back into Baldur's Gate and the other litany of games that I started and never finished. But who knows?
Like
we're real lackadaisical over there. Also, I want to remind everybody the little hearts next to everybody. So just so people, if you've not been around for a while, know we've added some graphics to our little stream here. I can't really point at them because whatever. But the little D20s next to everybody's name, those indicate whether or not people have chat inspiration. The hearts next to their name refresh every session, and it simply indicates whether or not somebody has had a redemption for their hit dice. Both of those should be activated. Let me know if they're not. So that's kind of what those are for, just to help you guys keep track so you're not trying to spend points on things that people have already had, redeemed for them, or if they already have chat inspiration, et cetera, et cetera. And then thank you, everybody, for the bits and the hype train and the subs. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you all. And without further ado,
before you do recap, Jess is here. Happy birthday, Jess!
Happy birthday!
Got a party hat.
I would get Bonus Dad to sing, but he's not here, so I'm sorry.
I'll do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jess. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that was terrible, but all right, we're done. Moving on.
Honestly, the backup dancing really sold the performance, though. So
I didn't see it. I don't know, but
it's all right. You didn't need to. Okay, you were focused on your performance, and that's all that matters.
Well, my friends, when last we left our heroes, they continued to explore the Amber Temple high in the mountains of Barovia. A strange temple filled with evil creatures. They had made their way to the lower floor and found several strange rooms filled with amber sarcophagi and unsettling shadows. The shadow creature that has haunted Cass for all her life has been absorbing these strange shadows by unknown means whenever our heroes have entered these sarcophagi chambers. After having slain strange monsters with single enormous green eyes taking up nearly all of their faces, our heroes attempted to open a nearby door. But when they broke down the door, they were struck with a magical trap and attacked by a terrifying frog monster. After a significant battle, our heroes decided to return to the upper floors and discovered that the flaming skulls they had previously fought had reanimated and attacked our heroes again. After they slew the flaming skulls and discerned that holy water would put them to rest once and for all, and luckily their NPC ally, whose name is escaping me for a second for some reason. Esmeralda, thank you. Had some holy water in her inventory, and they dispatched the remainder of the skulls. They returned to the upper banquet room with the strange illusion of a banquet that they had previously explored. Wanderess picked up the copper ewer that had previously led to an attack by ghostly creatures, and they too returned to harry our heroes. Our heroes slew the ghostly creatures and decided to sleep within the safety of Peeta's Leoman's tiny hut after a day of hard battles, and that is where we return to our story. So, you awaken the next day. Let's go back to our map. Within Leoman's tiny hut, still in this room filled with the blood of those individuals you had previously slain. And the hut fades as the hour passes. And what would you all like to do?
What sort of an ash are we dealing with today?
Let's find out. Also, is that a long rest? I was going to ask that.
Yes, everyone has a long rest, and your abilities and things are repaired. If you've spent hit dice, which many of you have, you only recover half of them on a long rest.
Oh, oops.
It is half rounded down. Excuse me, half rounded down. So, where am I?
Mask Ash, by the way.
So, my music is too loud, I think.
Oh, wow. We got some raiders. Welcome in.
Yes. Welcome, folks. And, okay. So, here you sit. You have explored much of the left side of this, complex. You have basically 3 or so choices open to you at this point. You can go across the hall directly and explore the other kind of opposite side of the temple complex, or you can continue towards the back, past the room with the banquet stuff in it, through the door there, out the ledge, and into another door. What would you guys like to do? Or you can sit and discuss.
I actually can't remember because we had I think discussed at some length which direction we wanted to go, and I know that he literally just said it. So were we looking to go to the north and across that broken balcony, or were we going to go back towards the entrance and go to the eastern side?
I think the reason you were in the room where Wandrous picked up the copper ewer was because you were intending to go through that balcony and onto that other door northward, but that doesn't mean that that's what you have to do. That is just what you previously had decided. So
a word. I like it.
I'm not eager to go where that statue is again. I just keep wondering if we will find anything on the other side that might be helpful. I don't like this place, Ash. Frankly, it terrifies me. And it's cold.
Yeah, this place definitely puts me in the mind of our first adventure upon arriving here. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be as bad.
When you have been cold and threatened and scared and things jump at every point, I almost get to the point where I don't care. But we have to continue. We can't just stay here. This is a dreadful room, and even in the cold, it's starting to stink and it's eerie. So we need to go somewhere and do something. I don't want to stay here. Peter, Cass, which way do you want to go? I vote for across the hall.
I think across the hall would be our best bet.
I agree with that. I mean, I think we don't really have too many choices at this point without confronting the statue.
Or the lightning statue.
The lightning statue, yeah. So, yeah.
Then let's go. Let's just do this thing. It's not going to get any easier. I've learned that in this place. Things only get worse. I do have my little green ewer with the wine in it. If it gets too bad, we'll just drink ourselves into unconsciousness. This is coming from Wanderers who doesn't drink.
Well, coming from Ash raised by dwarves, I love that plan. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll drink that ewer anyway.
Okay, so you're headed across the hall. That's the consensus?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, Wanderers heads for the door and opens it and actually steps out.
All right, you make your way out. You are on the balcony. You can see down to your left the stairway to the north. And you can see however far you can see across the balcony.
Wandrous is going to cross the balcony. I think he's going to be stealthy, by gosh. I think he's going to make a stab at it because he knows that statue is down there. So he is going to try to be as stealthy as he can be. We'll find out just how stealthy that is.
All right, let's get a marching order.
He's first. And he rolled he rolled twice. I don't know why I did that. I guess I clicked it. I don't know which one. It's either a 21 or a 17,
yeah, we'll take
depending
the
on
one.
what.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
And he was tired of sitting around, so the 13 armor class went out first.
Esmeralda's at a 15. Woo. Ash is at a 28.
I got a 15.
And
I have
that's a 3.
Well, I'm wearing heavy armor, so that's a 3.
Okay, well,
oh my god.
Wait, no, I did something wrong. Hang on a second. Okay, well, it's an average of a 16, so that is not too bad. Okay, so Wandrous is up front, and then Ash, Pete, is Esmeralda bringing up the rear, or is Cass in the back?
I figured I would be like behind Peta, so yeah, Esmeralda can bring up the rear.
Okay. And are you guys kind of like staying next to each other? Okay.
Yeah, that would suit me, but I'm hovering along like closer to the back wall.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, as you move closer, you see another set of stairs leading downward. You see the door that you came in, which is just open to the cold, and you hear the freezing wind kind of whipping, and some of it probably tunnels down in here and blows against you as you make your way past the opening.
Pixel, as I look at this map directly in front of where I am, and I'm going to move there, it almost looks like there's an opening. Is that supposed to be a thing? Or
yeah, that's just there's a railing and it's broken. So it's like parts of this railing that lead all along this, like you're on an upper ledge and down below you is that big open room where the statue was, but parts of the railing are broken just from age and weather.
I think that Wandrous would creep to the edge of these stairs close enough to be able to see the wall that goes along the stairs. Does he see slits in the wall to match what's on the other side?
You can't see that far.
Okay. Does he see anything else down the steps besides the steps going into darkness?
No, you can see all the way to the bottom of the stairs with the amount of light that you have, but you can't see quite far enough to see.
Wandrous is going to move back. He's not going to cross the stairs in the front. He would move back and cross the room to the open doors.
Okay.
But he is not going to step in.
Okay. You look in the doorway. The room is pretty featureless. It largely resembles everything else you've seen in terms of the floors and walls, except, strangely, there is a 10-foot diameter, rough-edged circular hole in the floor to the east, and there are empty torch sconces along the walls. It resembles a little bit the sort of tombstone-shaped chamber that you fought the other those like berserker guys when you first got here on the other side of the hall. So it's basically the mirror image of that, except there's a really big hole in the floor for some reason.
Okay. Wandrous looks around to see if everybody else is there with him. He raises his eyebrows like, do we go in? What response does he get?
I don't really think that we have another option at this point.
Okay, so kind of taking
I'll nod.
Okay, getting nods from everyone then. He readies Sacred Flame and he steps into the room quickly.
Okay. Yeah, you step into the room. You do see another doorway to the north, right here. You see the hole, of course, over here. And you see another doorway to the south over here against the wall that you kind of just came out of. And that is basically it.
Okay, Wanderous has the ability to kind of know what his geography is, okay? And I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Bonus Mom is wrong. Wanderous would remember. But did we not peer into a room along here where we saw a body in there as we came into the building?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I think that Wanderous is going to wonder if that doorway goes to there, and unless somebody stops him, he's going to take a moment to move over to that doorway.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely think we should clear this. Clear that one room first because it's probably a small room, but
okay.
He still has Sacred Flame ready then, and Wanderous is going to open this door and attempt to step in.
You open the door, and it reveals shattered bits of wood covering this floor of this frigid 20-foot square room.
Okay, no dead body?
No dead body.
Do I see any openings or other doors or anything?
Make a perception check.
I could have sworn there was a body in there. Okay, that's a 24.
24. You do detect a secret door in this wall right here.
Okay.
So along the back of the room, what you actually see in this moment is that there's a tiny little gap, and a little bit of the frigid snow appears to be blowing in from under a gap in the doorway, and you realize that if you kind of push it, you can cause it to slide out of the way.
Okay, Wanderous is going to move across the room, and he's going to start to open that door.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Everybody just staying where they are? Are you backing up Wanderous? Where's everybody going? What are they doing?
I'll be backing up Wanderous, I think.
Okay. I'm kind of going to be focused on that hallway in case something comes from down that way, like the one to the north.
Okay. I think then that Esmeralda is going to kind of be over here, just where she has good lines of sight to the door. Both the doors. And what about Ash?
I'm going to investigate the hole.
Okay. Also, there's this shield thing on people. I think whatever effect that would have passed.
That was aid.
Yeah, and if you had aid on you before, your hit points return to their normal amount now.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay. Okay, you open the secret door, and now you see this this room. You can see arrow slits in the opposite wall showing the entrance coming down those stairs. And let me see what the thing says that you see. Slumped in the northeast corner is a skeleton wearing a blue wizard's robe, appearing to clutch a wand to its chest.
Wanderous is going to beckon to PETA, step far enough in so that if PETA wants to, he can come and see it.
I'll step in.
And Wanderous is going to look at him, and it's going to be like, do we investigate it? Do we touch it? He's got a wand.
I mean, the wand could prove useful in this temple or whatever we're in.
Okay, then getting that affirmation from PETA, Wanderous is going to step forward and investigate the skeleton. Does anything have to happen with anybody else first?
Not unless somebody wants to tell me.
I don't want to take all the turns, is what I'm saying.
I have plans to investigate the hole in the room, but that is definitely, this is way totally cool to go first.
Okay. Wanderous is going to attempt to, to investigate the skeleton to see if he can get the wand. What happens when he touches it? The whole shebang. Is it going to be roll initiative? That's Wanderous is, it's like grabbing the ewer. He's going to go after the skeleton.
You quickly, after a moment's hesitation, wrap your fingers around the thin wooden stick and are holding a wand.
Okay. I'm going to hand the wand to Peter. And I'm going to rustle through the wizard's robe. Do I find anything? Do I see signs of what
you do not
killed the
find
skeleton?
else,
Do I find
no.
anything?
Nope.
Then I shrug, like I'm ready to leave now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just walk out of the room here and just go back.
I will
to
follow
here.
you back into where everybody else is and say nothing. Does the wand look like it's anything special?
Could I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I've got detect magic that I can use. I have a free detect magic because of the furbolg, being a furbolg.
Oh, okay.
And I could kind of, like, it lasts, doesn't it, for a little while, Pixel?
I believe it lasts for either a minute or an hour. It's the same as the detect magic spell, so however long that lasts is how long it lasts.
Okay, it lasts for up to 10 minutes, so I think that Wanderous will do a little whoop-de-doo, and he's going to cast that to see if there's any magic about there, and then it's going to head up behind Ash at the hole, also looking to detect magic when it would be appropriate.
I rolled a 23 for my Arcana check.
This wand is enchanted for sure. I don't think, unless you have an identify with you, or unless you spend, a certain amount of, like, an hour with the item, it doesn't require attunement, you don't think, but you essentially can cast a poor man's identify by short resting with a given item in 5e. So you don't precisely know what the wand will do unless you have somebody who has identify, which I don't think anybody does.
I don't think so either.
Okay. But
somebody marked down that they have the wand and it needs to be identified, so you don't forget that you have it.
If I do detect magic, can I tell what school?
Yes, you can. So you with your, are you using your detect magic now? Sorry.
Yes, I'm using my furbolg, and that doesn't. The one that I get doesn't take a spell slot.
Correct. That's a ancestry ability.
And I have it for 10 minutes. So,
yes. So you look at this. Strangely enough, this wand has enchantments on it that are every single school of magic all at once.
So it's a little bit of everything.
Peter,
all of the time.
There's enchantment on this wand for every school of magic. We should definitely keep it until we have time to figure it out.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take a look at it once we get to a point where I can study it.
Yeah. Okay. Is anybody searching around in the meantime while they were off doing that? Did anyone else search the rest of this room, or look down the hole, jump down the hole, climb down the hole, go in the hallway, or is everyone just like standing in a holding pattern until PETA and Wanderous come back? And then then what do you do now? So.
Yeah, I was just investigating the hole, like see if I could figure out what caused it or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
I love it when you say that. 14. I'll take it.
Okay, 14. It is rough edged, so it's like it's not, stone altering magic didn't make this. Otherwise, it would be like perfectly smooth, right? And you also get the sense that this is not like, it wasn't smoothed over by like tools and polished, so it's not like an intended feature of this room. As you look down the hole, you do see that there are like handholds and footholds, and it's only about 20 feet deep, and then appears to break into the ceiling of a lower chamber. Make a perception check for me as well.
Okay. That would be a 22.
You see a faint flicker of sickly green light in the lower chamber.
Okay, so if this is happening while PETA and Wonders are having a thing, I'd probably motion for Cass to come over.
Yeah, I would come over and take a look.
And I would just kind of like nod my head down and there's some sort of light down there.
I mean,
you have dark vision, so I don't know if you can see anything better.
I mean, I can't see anything different on like the map sheet, but do I see anything differently, Pixel?
Yeah, you do have better dark vision than Ash does. So you see a sickly green light, and I think you see. Let me look. I'll describe the floor beneath it to you.
Okay.
You see, where are you now? A red marble floor, and I think you see the flicker, and in addition to this sort of sickly green light, you see a flicker of familiar shadows down there as well.
What do you mean by familiar shadows?
It looks like the ones in the room that your shadow has been absorbing for the rest of the time that you've been in this place. Every time you've gone in one of those other rooms, it basically, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like you can't see any amber sarcophagi, but I think you'd at this point be familiar enough, and your dark vision would see far enough that you can see, the flicker of that kind of spooky shadow that you've been eating down there.
So it kind of looks like another sarcophagus room. Oh, shoot.
Okay, and you guys, go ahead.
This is kind of a crazy plan, but I see handholds. I could take a peek and see if I can see anything down there, and maybe we like tie a rope around my waist in case things go crazy.
Yeah, I can pull you back up if I need to.
Okay.
The more information we have, the better off we are, right?
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, I need Cass and Ash to make stealth checks.
Oh, no.
Just as you've been next to this whole like conversing and stuff, I need you to make stealth checks.
That's an 11.
Okay. Sorry, Wondrous, go ahead.
Wondrous just wants to do a thing while they're over there doing that. He's very quietly just wants to see if he can close those doors that were open.
Let me see. I actually don't know if it says whether or not those doors are closable. Let me look at them.
It's in an effort not to be sneaked up upon.
Sure, I understand. Let me. Yeah, I think you can close them.
Okay, then Wondrous is going to close the doors as this is happening for just that reason. He's also going to look around the room, not the hole, but the rest of the room. As they're doing everything they're doing, he is quietly looking at the rest of the room. Having seen that secret door in the other room, he's just curious if he sees any signs of anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay, I got it.
My stealth check was 29 for the record.
Okay. And what about PETA? What are you up to as they're doing this?
Because I kind of want to take my time to like look over the wand.
Okay.
So I'm probably just gonna sit in like a corner and like probably here and just keep looking at it.
Okay. All right, so a couple of things happen. First off, Wondrous, you notice another secret door in this end of the room over here. It looked similar to the one you had seen previously. You kind of knew what to look for. And then Cass and Ash, as you're kind of like leaned over, looking through this and kind of quietly talking to each other, unfortunately, not quite quiet enough as 3 flaming skulls erupt out of the hole, flying up into the room. If everyone would please roll initiative.
At least we're kind of spread out. So there's that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I know I should have used my
need to
inspiration.
swap over to.
That's a. Oh shoot. Cool. That's a 10 for me.
Let me see. All right. do this
Rolled
one
a
again.
19.
You guys liked this one last time.
Wondrous rolled an 18.
I don't want to commandeer this, but is anybody else in chat hearing the ambience and music or whatever? Just out of curiosity. I know that
You can hear if you
Goblet-
can hear it, it's playing saxophones now. It was doing just weird, ominous, low battle music. Great.
I didn't want to commandeer that tech side, but I was
No, that's
kind
fine.
of curious to know if anybody else heard it.
Okay.
I don't ever hear the music.
Yeah, we have it turned off for you
befuddles
because
me.
you always hate
Yeah.
it. So you complain that you can't hear anything.
It's the hearing loss. I'm sorry.
No, it is what it is. Okay, all right. I'm gonna roll initiative for these things. Rah.
Swear to God, this is Final Fantasy IX and it's glorious.
Yeah, I mean, legit. I wrote this, so I'm happy that
Oh,
everyone
nah,
likes it.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, we're listening to Pixels music?
Yeah, I wrote this specifically for the purpose of playing during D&D games. It's based on a guitar riff I wrote, and I just sort of translated it. Okay, has everybody initiativized themselves?
Yes.
I think you're just missing Esmeralda if you haven't done
next. All right. I'm not going to say you guys are surprised because you probably, you saw the green flickering stuff. I would think you would have been expecting nonsense to happen. And so these things sort of cackle with a manic skeletal as they come flying out of
I
the
hate
hole.
these guys.
Esmeralda is first. She's going to run over to one and just start whacking with her
Whack.
magical stuff. She makes 2 rapier and hand axe. So, 26 hits. I think 12 misses. Yes. But the 20 hits, she does 18 points of damage to one of these things, and it is magical, so it does full damage. That's Esmeralda. Ash, you are up.
Ooh-wee. I'm going to attack this one right in front of Cass because I got sneak attack, baby. Ahem. With my Blood Blade. That's a 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 hits. 13 is the AC here.
Love it. Then we got 6 sneak attack and then 11 slashing damage.
Okay, that is 17 total. Nice. And which one are you hitting?
The one right to the east of Cass.
Okay, the one north of you.
Correct.
Okay, and that is with your Blood Blade. Beautiful. Any movement?
I do think that I will probably bonus action disengage. And then maybe take a couple steps. Probably down towards the secret room if I'm aware of it.
Okay. I don't know.
maybe
Did Wondrous? I mean, you can go that direction, but
You
I
know,
don't
we
know.
were trying to be quiet and stealthy. Wondrous might have whispered or tried to say secret room, but he wouldn't have said anything out loud. Enough time, I don't think, passed.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Either way, that's the direction I wanted to head. So just kind of back up that way. Rogue things.
okay. All right. So you back away. Did you disengage? Was it? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Flame Skull number 1. I think we all know what's coming. Many apologies. I don't know who all I can get with this. That's not.
Well,
the
if it
right
looks
size.
like that every damn.
No, it doesn't. That's this map has like twice as small of the things as everybody else. As all the other maps typically do. That's not it. There it goes. Okay, so this is the map. Okay, it can get everyone except for
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, or it can get her but not PETA. She did a shitload of damage. How smart are these things? Pretty smart. Yeah. All right. They're gonna hit everybody but PETA. So everyone except for PETA, I need a dexterity saving throw, and I believe nobody is in Cass's. I guess we could make the argument that
Esmeralda is.
Yeah, Esmeralda is within Cass's thing. I don't.
Yeah,
think anyone
she's the
else-
only one.
No one else is. Okay, I don't remember what your ability does, just that you have one. So
It they have resist to damage from spells.
that's right.
So Esmeralda's only rolling for half.
All right. So
okay. So I have that dampen elements thing, and I know that it's a reaction, and I'm looking at it, Pixel,
yes.
and I don't even know how to get into chat. Sorry about that.
Sure, that's okay.
But is it something I can? It says when you or a creature within 30 feet of you takes acid or whatever. Is it only one creature that it can be used on? Yes, you have to pick
one creature, either yourself or any other creature. And grant them resistance to the damage as well.
So he would instantly throw that reaction up for himself.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right, so we're looking at 28 damage.
Is that something I can do anytime it happens? Because it does.
It takes your reaction to do. The DC on the save is 13. It takes your reaction to do, and so you can only do it once per round, basically.
That's my reaction for this round then.
Okay.
And then what was the damage?
28. So if you make the save, it'll be half of that is 14. Or 7,
so 7 for
some of you. Or none for what's his face? Ash.
But I take half, right?
But you take half.
Wanderous takes half with his dampen elements. Yeah. Okay.
And then Esmeralda only takes 7 too.
Correct. Okay. And then this thing is going to just fly over here, move around a little bit. Actually, I think it's going to... I think it's going to move all the way around you.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're still in melee range, so I don't get an opportunity attack.
Okay, PETA, what you got?
Not much, but it's... I'm going to go ahead and cast Shatter, I think, and try to hit these two over here.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay, this is 10-foot radius, so...
do you want me to grab the thing? Or I mean, like, I think there's a place you can put it that'll get what you want, but...
Yeah, I think if I put it, like, around, like, here, maybe?
Okay, where's my shatter? There's my shatter. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, hang on. Okay. And that's not quite right yet. Hang on a second.
Yep.
I have to shrink it down. I should just leave these on this page. Okay, that is the size of shatter right there.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
I believe.
Yeah, I'll just do that there.
Doesn't seem quite right. Hang on. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. So you can put it like there, and it'll only get them. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And they're making what? Constitution saves?
Level 2, yes. Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Okay, top one gets a 12, bottom one gets a 21. So one fail, one save.
Okay, that's going to be 16 thunder damage. To that.
So top one fails, so that's 16. Bottom one succeeds, so that's 8. Okay. And are there any other effects of shatter, or it just does the damage?
Any non-magical object that is not being worn or carried will also take damage within spell area, so not really.
Yeah. I think you maybe like crack the floor a little bit. Maybe a few, like one side of the whatchamacallit crumbles in, some rocks drop down below. But
gotcha.
Okay. That's PETA. Wanderous.
Wanderous immediately rips out his symbol, having his holy symbol, the purple shard, having been down this road before, and he starts speaks his prayer censoring the undead.
Turn undead, okay.
So he's doing turn undead.
All right.
And that would be from all three creatures, because it's within 30 feet, must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Okay. I'm going to go clockwise. Makes the save with a 19, makes the save with an 18, fails the save with a nat 1 here at the bottom. So this guy is turned. He's turned.
Okay, the one who is turned has to spend its turns getting away from us. Okay. And can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. Okay. And also can't take any reactions.
All right. Any movement from Wanderous? Like you want to move farther away so you're not in fireball spreading out area?
Well, why not? Because I think so, except I've already closed those doors, so I think Wanderous is going to move to within, he's going to make an attempt and he's going to move. Yeah, that far through the door. Well, now, wait a minute. That actually is going to make it hard for the one guy to run away. Yeah, but that's where he's going. That's where Wanderous is going. He's going to actually kind of try to hide a little bit behind the door.
Okay. Just real quick, what you see in the room that you just went into, this is a 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor, pretty exactly like the one on the other side, with the exception that the floor here is cracked all the way down. At least as far as you can see. You do see the arrow slits, I believe, from where you're standing. Yes, you can see that the arrow slit's there, but you don't see any more of those flame things in this room.
Well, like, and I would have known that because there's no flickering, whatever. Okay.
Okay. All right. This flame skull is...
Okay, how do we know which one failed? Is that the one that has the little icon?
Thing? Yeah, the one with the icon.
Okay, is it also the one that's damaged? Which one is damaged?
They've all been damaged at this point.
They've all been damaged. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. This one is going to, I think, maybe fly back over here, and don't you know it, drop another fireball. I think he's gonna drop it basically in the same way that he did. So that is this time Cass, Esmeralda, and Ash once again with those deck saves.
$18.
Ooh, Kaz.
Okay, we're trying to beat a 13.
What's the damage?
33.
So that'd be 16 for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn inspiration.
Okay. 17 made it, and she is still in range because you haven't moved. So
Come
that's...
on, Ozzy.
Oh, no. Okay.
So she takes 8 damage. Okay. And we'll just move that back out. I'm sure we'll need it again. That thing moved. It did its trick. This one has to flee, and so it is going to fly back down the hole. Pardon me, everyone. That's not right. That's not what I want. Hang on. I grabbed the shatter instead for some reason when I meant to grab the creature. No, stop that. Dealing with like 2 maps worth of stuff. Okay, this guy. Come here. Pardon me, everyone. Many apologies. Okay, so it flies back down the hole. Why is it not letting me grab this stupid creature? Very strange. All right. There we go. Okay, so it flies down the hole and out of sight, except that you can see the flickering of its little flame skull down there in the room. That brings us to Cass.
Okay, longsword. It's a 24.
24 hits.
11 total.
Okay.
I'm going for the one obviously right next to me to my west.
Okay. It is still up, but the flames that are surrounding its skull have significantly dimmed. The volume of fire is much lower. It looks like it's in pretty bad shape. You fought a couple of these things before.
Extra attack. Same one. That's a 16.
16 hits.
And that's a 9.
Okay. And it is barely hanging on.
Oh, man.
Okay, anything else from Cass? Any movement?
No. Man, I forgot to use my mace.
No worries. Okay, Esmeralda is going to move over to this one. She's going to make 2 rapier attacks to start with. Hits both for that 23 damage. Oh, man. No. What is she gonna do? I'm gonna see how smart Esmeralda is. Real quick, she's gonna make an intelligence check. The heat of battle, 15, that's smart enough. Rather than go ahead and attack the one next to her. Oh no, she knows Ash goes next. No, she's gonna melee attack the one next to her. I lied. She's gonna finish off with the sandbags.
Fail.
She failed. She missed. All right.
About that.
Either way, she would have missed both of them. So, Ash, you're up.
Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I mean, this one is closer, so we're gonna 10 right up to here and go for a blood blade attack. Oh no, that's 12.
Oh no,
12 does not hit.
Also, Cass used inspiration, I believe, so I'm gonna take that back.
I did.
Okay.
You know what? That's okay. We'll leave it at that, and we will bonus action disengage.
Okay. Where are you going?
So that was 10, 15, 20. I'm just gonna go around this corner because, like, realistically, as long as I make my deck saves, we're in really good shape. But
okay, let's.
I will
see.
go back.
You know, I don't think it can get both you and Esmeralda. No,
Spread
it
out
can't.
enough for it to have to choose. So.
No, it can. Yeah, it can barely get you both. All right, so once again, Cass, Ash, and Esmeralda. And this time, Esmeralda is too far for the benefit from Cass.
19.
You got 11, big dog. That's my 19.
Oh.
Not to disappoint you. I'm sorry.
Okay, that is 26 damage. Esmeralda barely makes it on a 13. Whew. So, she's taking 13 damage.
And Cass takes 26?
No? Yes.
No, I took 13.
Oh, no, because Cass has that resistance thing from that aura ability. Okay.
So he just takes half or fourth?
Half. If he made this, or if she made the save, it would have been half. Or would have been a fourth.
Okay.
Okay, so that's this flame skull. It doesn't really have anywhere else to go. Guess it'll move over here. PETA.
Can I tell how Cass is looking?
Sure.
Or
I mean, Cass has taken a couple of fireballs, which you know Cass has that resistance thing. We figured that out last time. But still, multiple fireballs. Like, it's like, because what you guys are seeing are these massive eruptions of flame. Essentially, the green fire, these guys like open up and they spit out a huge fireball, and it's just whoosh, the whole room practically is filled with flames. So, you know, I mean, Cass, you can say specific numbers if you want, but that is a heap of damage. So,
yeah.
On a scale of,
yeah. I guess like. Can I tell about Esmeralda? Just like kind of seeing her.
Sure. On a scale of 82, 1 to 82, she's in a 54.
Okay.
So you know.
Okay.
And Cass isn't answering, so I'll just answer that on a scale of 1 to 80, Cass is at a 43. So there's your
43.
answers.
Okay. Gotcha. I will.
So they're both at approximately half health or so, give or take.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I do have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on Cass. So
thank you.
just level 1. Okay, so that was going to be 5 points of healing to you, Cass.
Thanks, friend.
Mm-hmm. And then, let's see. I don't think I can do anything else, unless, because that was a bonus action. Unless I can do an action spell or action cantrip.
You can, yes. You can cast an action cantrip if you've used a bonus action spell.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to use Vicious Mockery on the one adjacent to Cass. That is going going to be DC 15 for Wisdom saving throw.
That is a failure. Got a 7. Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong save. I'll take the number, though. They rolled a 4. Yeah, there's no way. It's still a failure.
Okay.
I think their intelligence save is better than their wisdom anyway, so it'd be even lower.
Okay. That is going to be 8 psychic damage then.
As the psychic damage rattles this thing's brain, the top of its skull kind of pops open, and the flame extinguishes as it clatters to the ground.
Okay.
How does PETA mock this thing? What is the vicious mockery?
I'm just gonna say, your eye sockets look so small compared to the rest of your head.
That's such a specific burn. This small eye socket having ass motherfucker over here. Okay, incredible. Yeah, and so with that, like you see the little red flames in its eyes just go out as its skull pops off.
Single green flame here.
Yeah. Wait, real quick. Let me. Hang on. Okay. Where's like a sad one? This one's pretty sad, I think. As this thing just like slowly falls to the ground. Clatter, click, click, click. Spirit broken. Never again to flame, to burn with the brightest stars. Okay.
I'm not going to feel sorry for a flaming skull. I'm sorry. Screw it. Okay.
All right. Enough of that. Okay. Any movement from PETA?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to move down. Let's see. Probably down to here. So yeah, I'll move down here. And then yep. I think that's it.
Okay, Wandress, you're up.
Wandress pops back in the room far enough to see that we're down to 1 now. He immediately casts a spirit weapon, right?
Okay.
Is that what the name of that is? I've
Spiritual
forgotten.
weapon?
On the one he can see.
Okay.
Is it? I mean, it's a 60-foot range.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's let's see now. Let me get my spirit weapon card. What did I do with that? Spiritual weapon. So my spiritual weapon is I forget.
It's a
flower. I think it's the purple flower with the So I cast the spiritual weapon. I created a purple flower with great big thorns on it that bashes into that skull. I make them. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. So then the weapon itself makes a weapon attack against the thing.
I got it. So you make your attack with that.
Yeah. Let me get to that page. Spiritual weapon. That's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
I'm doing it at level 2. That is 12 points of damage.
Oh, wrong thing. Sorry.
And then he immediately follows it up with the sacred flame. So
no, he doesn't. It's dead.
Oh. All right.
So unless you can get eye shot on the third
Esmeralda,
one.
Do you have any more holy water?
Yes, but we're not going out of initiative because you do have this turned one.
Right. But he would ask Esmeralda, do you have any more holy water?
And she says yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where did I?
And then he probably I can't remember if I saw the one go down the hole or not because I stepped out of the room.
If I
don't see it, I would ask where it is.
Okay.
I don't remember if I saw it go down the hole or not.
I don't think you did. No, you went out of the thing, and it.
Okay, so then I would run further into the room, but not get close enough to that hole that one of those dadgum things could come up out of the hole at me. I probably, let's see, that was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I'm right there. I have 30 feet of movement. And I would say there's a secret door over here where you are, Ash.
Okay.
No, Ash isn't there anymore. I take it all back. But anyway, I would say there's a secret door
from me,
over
I
there.
think.
Okay, so you have 8 turns left of turn undead. The flame skulls in the room are currently not present. The one fled down the hole. Cass, what would you like to do? If anything.
So I would look at the group and say, well, I guess we need to go after the last one.
We have to, Cass.
Okay, so Cass is going to make their way down the hole.
Okay. How are you doing so? There are handholds and stuff on the hole, so if you can, you can climb, or you can just jump. It is like 30 feet down. You'll take damage, but it's up to you what you want to do.
I'll climb down.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and...
I almost feel like that Wanderous would leap forward and say, let me hold you by your feet or something so you can see with your head but not go down there.
It's 20 feet down. Like the hole is 20 feet and then there's the ceiling of the room below. So it's like there's no way for that to work.
Okay, then I think
you actually don't have to make
Kaz.
any checks, I think, to climb it. I think you can just climb it. It has abundant handholds and can be climbed without ability check. So
nice.
And that you have 25 feet. Yeah, I'm just going to say that you can jump down there. Or you can climb down there, rather.
Okay.
And we will just... This will be fun. I think I can do this.
Is the turn undead now afraid of all of us or just me?
Just you. Okay, Ozzy.
Okay.
Bam. Did that work? Did I put you on another screen?
Yeah.
Okay, and you are down there. Did that drag you to see where you are?
Yeah, I see where I'm at.
Okay. First things first, as you drop down into this, I'll describe the room to you here in a second. As you drop down, like as your feet hit the floor, or even as you get to the top of the ceiling, because there's about a 10-foot drop from the where the hole ends to where the floor is, your shadow begins to hoover up the wisps of shadow in this room once again. But in the middle of combat, not necessarily time to worry about that kind of stuff. And then, sorry, you were going to ask me a question and I cut you off. What was it?
I'm just going to say that burned all of my movement.
Okay, yeah. So if you have anything... climbing is definitely going to be your... Yeah, it would have burned all your movement to drop down there.
Okay. In that case... I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. All right, let me see. Did I keep the moonbeam around? Was I smart enough to have done that? No, I wasn't. What a failure. Sorry, All Might. I'm a failure.
I think it's a 10-foot.
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to make the template this time. And this is you, Blammo. Actually, I think it's a 5-foot radius, but it's like a circle, so it's not a single square. It's like a coalition of, or not coalition, it's a conference of 4 squares.
It's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high.
Yeah. So on this, that's too big. It needs to be that big. Okay, so there's Moonbeam. Blammo. Let's move this. I can move this over here so we can see. So that's where you can put Moonbeam, and I believe that is something it will have to make the save on the start of its turn.
Until the spell, when a creature enters the spell area. So when it enters the spell's area for the first time, so it would take damage to cast it. And then when it starts its turn, it'll take damage again, or roll again.
I think the language of entering the area means it has to actively enter the area. I think it just takes the damage when it starts its turn there. I think. Let me double check. Let's Google. Okay, it doesn't deal damage right when you cast it. It does it when they start their turn. So, okay. Hang on. I want to turn off one of my custom commands here. because we're not playing Kingdoms in Warfare at the moment. So we have both of those off. Okay, cool. All right. That is Cass. Esmeralda is going to also crawl down the hole. It's going to take her whole movement to get down there. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Doop. And we'll drop her maybe right there, I guess. And I guess she is going to... does she have anything? I don't think she wants to burn a spell slot. She's going to throw a hand axe. Deal 4 points of damage. Okay. All right. Next up, Ash.
I'm on my way. 5, 10, 15. And then that means I'll have 15 left,
Yes.
right? That doesn't get me down there, right?
No.
Okay, so we'll bonus action dash.
Okay.
Get down to hole.
All right. So you get to the bottom of the hole. So 15 gets you to the edge, and then 15 would get you to 5 feet away from the bottom of the hole. So another 5 feet gets you to the bottom of the hole. So you drop with 25 feet of movement left. Let me drag you over here. And then pull you over here. Hopefully that worked.
Yep.
Yay. Roll 20, folks. When you know how to do things, it goes better. Okay.
25 left. We will 5, 10, and blood bladed attack. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Oh, hang on a second.
All right.
If you... no, I guess that's fine. I was going to say, it depends on where Cass put the moonbeam. Did you put it directly in the middle, Cass, or did you do it off to the side?
I was just trying to put it like right on top of the skull thing.
Okay. You have to aim it at a point you can see. So the two options available to you, or I guess there's a couple options. This point that's like kind of on the wall, you could put it back here. Over there doesn't hit it, or in the middle. If you put it right in the middle, because it has to be at an intersection of two lines on the grid, basically, right? Because that's what a point within range basically means in 5e tactical terms. If you put it right there, Ash would have to walk into it. But if you put it over here, people can still get at it without, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay, cool. All right, Ash 12 does not hit.
We're going to burn inspiration. We can't miss 2 attacks in a row.
All right.
Well, I say that, and then I'm going to roll this and miss it again. But, you know, hey, 15?
15 does, in fact, hit.
Okay, just the 9 slashing.
Okay. All right. This thing is in extremely bad shape. Also, now that it's taken damage, it's no longer turned. Okay. And I want to say this thing's AC was like 14 to begin with, right? Does that sound right to everybody?
Sounds right.
13?
Sure.
Sure.
No,
I mean, it's
a 14 hit.
No. What I was saying,
down.
not AC, initiative. I don't know what I said. I think its initiative was originally 14. Does that sound right to everybody?
I don't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure because when I deleted him off the one page, he popped out of initiative. But I
There's
know that the
one
one who had
sitting here that
initiative
we
was like
can
21.
There's one that we can see that says it's at 14.
Yeah, I just put that there. Because there was one that was at 21, which was one of the ones up top. I think the one that's left was the 14. So, I believe that brings us to PETA.
Oh boy. That is going to be 20 feet. And then that'd be looks like 5 feet to get into the hole.
Yes, I guess I will. grab all of you guys and just go on the GM layer for now. Oh, I guess I got PETA. No, I didn't. Okay.
No.
Okay, so yeah, so you have, if you've gone 5 feet down into the hole, you have 15 feet of hole left, and then a 10-foot drop into the room.
Okay, so I will go ahead and use my action to dash and then drop down the hole.
Okay. Okay, also the 10-foot drop from everybody is going to do falling damage. So Cass takes 5 damage. Esmeralda takes 4 damage. Ash takes 1 damage. PETA takes 3 damage from that fall.
Okay.
So that's 4 for Esmeralda that I have to... Damn it, I hit the wrong thing again. Okay. All right. Okay, I forgot to grab you, PETA. Let's... Bloop. Wow, you're tiny. Okay, and then let's grab Omega and bring him over here. Bloop. And then we are all over here in the corner. Okay, did it work? Did I get us there?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, so this thing is in extremely bad shape. It is up in the corner here. Cass has a moonbeam on it. It looks like a stiff sneeze would knock it out. What would you like to do?
Who were you talking to?
PETA, right? Oh, no, you had to action to dash down there, right?
Yeah, I had action to dash down there. So.
Wondrous. I'm sorry. You're at the top of the hill, or the top of the thing.
Okay.
Everyone else has gone down.
And PETA is gone now. Wondrous would spend 10 feet of movement to the back of the hole. He would attempt to move the spiritual weapon into the hole. The spiritual weapon has 20 feet, so it could get in the hole. Probably couldn't, get much
can't get all the way there,
that.
but yeah.
And he doesn't even know where to. Okay, now Wondrous's situation is a little bit different because he's 7 feet tall.
Right.
So I think that he's not going to just be crazy since everybody else is down there. He needs to get there or whatever. I think that he, not having looked down there, not having seen anything, he would go down the thing, but he would climb.
Okay. I mean, everybody's been climbing, yeah. It's just that when you get to the bottom, there's like a 10-foot drop into the room.
Okay, and again, it's 7 feet tall with the 10 drop do to him what it does to everybody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna say here's what I'll say: make an athletics check to like hang down and drop the 3 feet. If you beat a 12, I'll say you don't take the falling damage.
Okay, let me get. We're looking for athletics. That's a 23.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wondrous hangs from his fingertips and then plops down the extra 3 feet.
Okay,
into
then
the room.
I have not seen, Wondrous nor I have seen what's down there. So
yes,
it's time to get us down there. I know that the spiritual weapon is just now kind of hovering in air.
Yep.
And then wherever it is that you're going to put Wondrous.
Okay, hang on. I don't know why it keeps doing this thing. The other thing is though, Wondrous, with the 23, you're able to like launch yourself a little bit out of the way because PETA was directly below where you went to climb down. But as you get over, you like swing over and drop down. A 23 is sufficient to do that. Okay, so you are here. The creature is there. As I said, a stiff breeze would knock it out at this point. It is no longer turned.
Okay, and that I guess that there's a thing that if I get too close to it, Cass has done something, I would get damage.
Yes, there is a moonbeam with a 5-foot radius. So if you enter anything that's like this light blue color, I know it's kind of hard to see.
Okay, then given that scenario and seeing that and seeing how damaged it is, Wondrous is going to stay where he is, and I think he is going to hit it with a sacred flame.
Okay, that is what a dex save from me. It fails.
Okay, so I need to actually hit it though. Okay, sacred flame. So did I do it then? Is that's our 9 points of damage?
As you hit it with your Sacred Flame, and as the Moonbeam, as it arises on its turn, the two of you blast this thing. And I'm going to say that amount of radiant damage from the two of you actually does kill this thing without the holy water.
Okay, so it is dead and we know it.
Yes.
It's like dead.
Yeah, this one is dead. The ones up top still need the holy water.
Okay, then I think Wanderous would if we determine the one is dead, then it's like we got to go back up there and take out the other one, and there's another secret door upstairs. And I think Wanderous would attempt to move everybody back up there, up the ladder or whatever. So, there's no damage. I mean, he can lift them up to the bottom of the ladder if they want to go back up.
Okay. All right. So this one is the way it is. And I'll tell you, I think you've made enough Arcana checks on these things. Basically, their deal is they reanimate after an hour. So it's not like any second now they're going to pop up at you.
Right. But it would be important to Wanderous. Plus, there's that secret room up there. So that's Wanderous's suggestion is we go back up the ladder, holy water them, but all whatever anybody else wants to do.
So here's what I'll say too. You're in this room. There is a door in front of you. And up in the ceiling, 10 feet up is the, the hole that you came through. And there are these 3 sarcophagi in here, much like the ones you've seen. Although, once again, the shadows in the room have all been absorbed. So
I think Cass would look at the plaques on the sarcophagi.
Sure. Okay, so the one to the west is Thekri, Queen of Poxes. The one to the south reads Zrinhala, the Howling Storm. And the one to the east says Psychane, the Soul Hungerer.
So I think it comes down to, do we want to go look in that secret room that was found first and then explore this floor? Do we want to go back up and look in the finish the rest of the floor we were on? Because there's a chance that this room will lead out into the statue room. So
I will tell you that the hallway that I briefly stood in, the floor along that entire hallway is cracked. So I don't know what that's going to mean if all of us go tromping across it.
I also would like to mention that I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe whatever created this hole is the same that cracked the floor in the hallway.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
I'm cool to go back up and at least check out the secret room and, incapacitate further visits from these particular skull fireball dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we might need to rest or something along, and that hour could pass pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
agreed.
I feel like Wanderous can probably jump up and reach the bottom of the steps, but I would think he would help anybody else that wanted to go get to the bottom of the steps, the ladder to climb.
As you all converse and decide how it is that you're going to get back out of this room, you hear a knock on the door to the north.
Occupied.
Hello?
I mean, I feel like we should open that.
Is there anybody in there?
No, there is not anybody in here.
What if that's another skull?
Oh, God. I don't like it. I'm scared.
How did you get in there? We've been trying and trying, but it's locked.
We have not gotten in here as there is nobody in here.
I mean,
is that your name then? Nobody.
Who are you?
Why, yes, it is I, nobody.
Well done. Oh, God. If it's a Cyclops, I will pee my pants. I swear to God.
Oh.
I feel like Cass would look at everybody and say, "Hey, just be ready for whatever it is," and kind of creak open the door.
It's
Yeah, works for me.
okay. You creak open the door.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What
Thanks,
choice
God.
do we have? Seriously, what choice?
Climb back up the hole. It's fine. Open the door. It's cool. It's fine.
I mean,
I'm
I was
ready.
going to roll deception, but
I tell you what, though, before you open that door, I'm stepping back here. Go ahead, open it. I'm a safe distance away.
Okay, I'm opening the door.
Okay. You open the door, and from the inside, it opens quite easily, although you recognize a sort of flash of magic as an arcane lock, but it's locked from the other side. As it opens up, Cass, you see 3 figures. I think I have them on the wrong... I do.
Yeah, they're not there.
Bam. You see 3 figures. They are hunched old women with crooked noses and, warted fingers.
Oh, God.
And
They're hags.
they say, "How did you get in there? We seek to commune with those laid to rest here."
Well, we kind of fell through a hole in the ceiling. What is this place?
I smell darkness on you, little dwarf.
I don't know what you mean.
What have you done in here?
I mean, all I'm saying is you don't really want to use a black light. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've not done anything.
Then why do I smell them on you?
You smell what?
Spirits. Power.
What kind of spirits?
The dark ones.
So it's kind of a long story. Just, hey, go ahead and come on in here.
Yeah, they enter the room. We'll just get rid of that guy.
All right, we'll just have a little communion in here. That's fine. Still be
Are
cool,
there
definitely.
enough places for everybody?
Sure.
Is Wanderous currently standing at the bottom of where the ladder goes up?
There
Yeah,
is no
honestly.
ladder. There's a hole in the ceiling 10 feet above you, which, if you're 7 feet tall, you can kind of like reach to. But
I
it's
thought you
just
said
like
there were handholds.
well, handholds, but it's not a wooden ladder or a
Okay.
rope ladder. It's literally carved into the rock are handholds.
Okay, so Wanderous is standing where the handholds were
Okay.
above him.
I think this room's at capacity and the fire marshal's going to be all over our asses. I'd like to get out of here.
So why have you been trying to get into this room?
We seek the power. And she sort of runs a tongue over her yellow teeth. Do you mean to tell me you've come all the way here and you don't know the dark gifts?
I feel like I don't know enough. And I feel like I thought I knew more than I actually do.
Many dark ones have been interred in this temple. And we have not been able to enter many rooms. They have been locked with some password we cannot find. But you found a way in. And she looks up at the ceiling and says, through there. But the power.
So what do you want with this power?
Dark gifts are powerful. They let one do many things.
Because I have inadvertently taken some of this power.
Yes.
So it's drawn to me. I merely walk into a room and the shadows come to me.
When they hear this, all three of them sort of like kneel down in front of you. And the shadow along your feet sort of like wisps over towards them.
Well, great. Cass has groupies.
Yeah, I do. What do you know of Manath?
I know nothing of this Minath. We know Thackeray and Zrinala and Psychane and others. What is this you speak of? More powerful than them all, it seems.
A dark one that's been attached to me my entire life.
Chosen. You are chosen? Yes.
Chosen by the Dark Star.
Oh, the stars rarely reach this place. But apparently, the lucky ones shine on us now, sisters, yes?
We just found the sisters from Hocus Pocus. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I can't help it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of this without getting into a fight too. Okay, well, if there's nothing I can help you lovely young ladies with, I think my friends and I will be on our way.
I have a question, venerable ladies. We know there is a statue here that damages anything that gets close. How have you managed to avoid it?
We are quite crafty. We have magics at our disposal, yes. We ran.
You what?
We ran.
As did we.
We scooted our fat asses right around the corner.
Hey man, sometimes you just got to get down, turn around, go to town, do the boot and boogie.
Are you the only others here besides us?
This place is filled, she points down to the skull, as you have seen, with many things. I'll cut to the chase. Bless us, Dark Queen, and we will serve. Let us partake of your darkness. And we will
have to do?
aid you.
Okay, what do I have to do?
They sort of just like kneel down and hold out their hands.
I mean, I imagine, Cass just like walks up and high fives them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as you sort of touch, these wisps of shadow sort of like wrap around them, and their eyes kind of glow with this like dark fire for a second, and they sort of cry out in this kind of like horrid ecstasy. And you feel some sort of transfer of power leaching into these witches.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, mistress. Yes. How
Mighty
may
welcome.
we serve you?
So we're here looking for a tool that can help us on our journeys. Just help us find it.
What kind of tool?
What kind of tool is it again?
I believe it is a holy symbol, I think is what it was described as. I can go
A
to the
holy
notes
symbol.
if you guys want.
Yeah, I don't have the notes.
Somewhere on page 18 of my notes here.
We just can't seem to remember this one.
Okay, a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope that lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber doors. It's the description.
Before we get too far past this, I swear to God, the setup. We are crafty. We ran. I'm sorry. I just had to address that.
Listen,
I've already been dying.
sometimes I'm funny, okay?
That's so good. Very crafty.
We ran.
Okay, we ran.
So we're looking for a treasure in this place.
The treasure room. Protected it
Correct.
is, yes.
By what?
Many things. Golems. There's a big creature made out of the amber of this place. Sort of humanoid in form, but like 15 feet tall. It's like a Mack truck, yes? She doesn't say Mack truck, but
Well, I appreciate
Like
it.
a big
it's
old
like
wagon.
it's like a wagon.
Like,
There are many traps. But I can tell you of someone who can tell you the way to what you seek.
You can tell us what.
The way to someone who can tell you the way. Sort of the way to the way. It's a little bit removed, but, you know, there's a little bit of legwork on your part. I can't do all the work for you, mistress. No.
Of course not.
Within these walls, to the north, behind the statue on the upper floor, on the west side, there is, behind a secret door, a creature. Long dead, yet still perambulating, yes. He knows the secrets of this place. If only he could remember. Nothing here will harm you. If you can restore his memories, he will take you to what you wish. Yes, he will. We could not restore his memories, no. But we have seen many things. And she sort of like, her eye like glazes over with like milky white for a second.
okay, how do we restore this creature's memories? If you can't do it, then how are we supposed to do it?
Well, magic, probably.
Magic.
Really clears it up.
Yes.
Would there be anything in these sarcophagi that would make memories come back?
No, the things that were entered here were powerful beings of darkness, yes. But no, I don't think any of them would do anything so polite as restoring memories one has lost. But there are many treasures here to be found. Perhaps one of them. Perhaps a scroll
Okay.
or a potion or something.
Then that gives
Excellent.
us something else to search for.
Yeah.
Sounds easy enough.
Okay, she said the secret door. I'm lousy at directions.
Okay.
So what direction would that indicate to us?
What she described was that it was across the hall on the upper floor to the north. So kind of past that banqueting room that you guys were in with the viewer.
So would our minds go to it's beyond where you walk out the door and the archway was the pathway was kind of damaged?
Probably. I think you guys searched the other room pretty thoroughly and didn't find any secret rooms in the banquet room thing. So it's probably beyond the arch because the other door that was out there did go to the north further. So
yeah. Okay. So that would be what would come into our minds. Venerable ladies.
Yes.
Will you travel with us as we go on this journey of discovery?
Many things we have to do with our newfound powers. Yes. But I can aid you. And she snaps her fingers, and all of your hit points and expended spell slots are restored. And then her and her sisters clap their hands, and brooms appear out of nowhere, and they fly up the hole that you guys came down. And you hear them cackling off into the distance, and they disappear.
Okay, we get our spell slots back and all our hit points back.
Yes.
And they're gone.
Yes, they fly off on their brooms, whoosh, whoosh, right up the hole in the ceiling.
Really thought that was going to be a fight.
Not a huge fan that you like ceded them some power there, but I guess, at least we know we have a goal in mind.
Well, at least they have it and not me.
I respect that.
So did they get the shadows?
They took the shadows. At least some of it, I think.
Okay.
From the description, it sounded like it was just you kind of gave them some.
Business as usual. There's a secret room upstairs we need to check because obviously we need to look everywhere for everything. And we got to deal with those skulls so they don't come chasing us in an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll have to tell you that I have a sneaking suspicion that what caused this hole in the cracks in the hallway up top was that golem. And if that's the case, that's going to be a real bad time.
Yeah.
You say that as though every minute of this is not a terribly bad time.
I stand corrected. All I mean is I really hope that this witch interaction really fed us some useful information and not having to deal with any more of this. Maybe they'll get us past that golem. I really don't want to take that on.
I agree.
Me too.
I agree we should climb up and eliminate 2 more of our issues. And
and apparently the problem is on the upper floor. I mean, the way to go is on the upper floor.
Yeah, so that's a big help, actually.
All right, uppies. I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you guys are able, because Wandress is very tall, you are able to climb back out pretty easily. We will drag you all back over here. I've got to put some of you back onto the right side of the page. Bloop. Okay, this is definitely gone by now. Esmeralda is going to use 2 more of her holy water.
Holy waters.
So she now has 1 holy water vial left, it seems.
And if I remember correctly, but maybe I don't, I was thinking Wanderers had 1.
Yeah, I think you guys did. I think you guys were given some by Rictavio at some point.
Yeah, as a party, I think we were given 3.
Okay.
Of them.
And she had 3, so.
Yeah, so we had, we as a party, we had 3 vials. We have been using Esmeralda's, so we still have our 3.
Okay, great. All righty, guys, we're going to go open this secret door. Wanderers is going to go over and open it because he's the one that knew where it was.
Sounds good to me.
So Wanderers is going to burst through there and open the secret door. What does he see?
Give me a second.
Sure. Wanderers, who's totally weirded out by the 3 ladies.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Kinda.
Yeah.
See, Southern hospitality, what can I say?
respect your elders really ends at the whole, hey, I'm a creepy ass witch,
I'm just sort of concerned how well my son does, creepy old witch.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, creepy old witch.
Listen, I was channeling my. Go ahead.
No, who managed to drop the joke of the session, honestly.
Agree. I wish I would have heard it and understood it the first time. I feel bad.
It's all right. These things happen.
So good.
I was channeling Bedweejix a little bit there, but creepier, right? Okay, so you all return up to the room in the hall. There's a secret door here south of Esmeralda. There's a big hole. You have fully taken out these 2 flame skulls. Kaboom, kaboom. You open the door?
Wandrous opens the door.
Okay.
If he can.
Okay.
And steps in. What does he
You see... carved into the south wall of this dusty space are cylindrical holes fit for scrolls or maps.
Come on, scroll of restore memory.
Okay. Wandrous is going to step forward to
hammies.
see if there's anything in those holes.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Wandrous sucks at investigation checks. A 7.
Yeah. It's mostly full of moldery old crumbled bits of paper. If anyone else wants to take a look, feel free, but 7's not going to do it.
Investigation's like my thing. Sorry.
So does anybody else step forward and try? Someone who would know.
Yeah, I would love to. It's like my thing. 12.
Well, it's yeah.
Okay, maybe it was less my thing than it usually is.
12's not going to do you much better than the 7, I'll say.
Well, I do have DM inspiration. There's my lifeline. I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Hey, and before he does it, I'm going to cast Bless on the entire party.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say guidance, and I was about to just relive my entire Baldur's Gate experience at this point.
Bardic Inspiration.
Actually, no, it would need to be guidance because Bless is for attack rolls and saving throws. Guidance is for skill checks.
Yeah, I'll save my spell slot then.
But Bardic Inspiration will help.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
A D8.
Woo.
Okay.
14, and then I probably need a D8, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
See my keyboard. I'm trying. I'm sorry. 16?
Okay. I will. It's better than average, I'll say. I don't know that 16 is going to get you where you need to go, though. Unfortunately, I do think you do find a scroll. Yeah, you do find a scroll in there. But 16 is that'll get you a different one. I'll just be upfront with you guys. The DC for finding exactly what you're looking for is going to be 20. So if you have some way of getting to a DC 20 check, because it's like you're looking through a huge pile of just moldering scrolls here, right? And it's
okay. So did you say you blessed or whatever the guidance is? That for one person or everybody?
The Bardic Inspiration is for one person, I do believe.
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration is one per person, so I would have to divvy it out to everybody.
Okay, I'm looking to see if I have anything that will help me.
Okay.
And I don't have any more inspiration, so I'm tapped out.
Okay, so those of you who got two people got a 16, or one person got a 16 twice. No, 2 people got a 16, right?
I got a 16.
Wandrous wants to try again. And he's going to look at,
Okay.
Were these, is it just one cubicle or there are taller cubicles?
Yeah, I think with, because the investigation checks are kind of representing, your best attempts to get through here. I will let you take a second one, but it would be disadvantage.
No,
if we're getting more bites at the apple. So
yeah, no.
Okay, I'll take a look. Can I give myself inspiration?
I will allow it in this instance, even though I don't think normally how that works, but we'll allow it for this. Yes.
If anything, I'll just take the chat inspiration that I have. So I'll roll investigation.
Yeah. Your fingers, everybody.
I mean, if somebody wants to burn any of their inspirations,
I'm out.
They can,
Omega rolled an 18.
So I got I roll an 18. I will use my chat inspiration and try that again. Investigation. Never mind.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. I think Wanderous is going to try one more time, and he will use his DM inspiration.
Okay. I will allow that.
And this is the roll. This is all I got, folks. So what am I rolling? Investigation? Oh,
yes, investigation.
Investigation.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Did somebody say wait?
Oh wait, no, I can't. Like I was gonna use locate object, but I was reading it and I can't.
Well, boop.
Okay, Wanderous is just doing another investigation, leaning in closer.
Ooh.
I am going to say some of these successes. Okay.
No.
You are finding other scrolls, and I will tell you which ones here in a minute.
Yeah, but you're torturing us with telling us we're not finding the right one.
Well, listen, it's a hard check. Okay,
Wanderous rolled a 15.
Can I cast detect magic?
Yes.
Because what that will do is, if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its magic, if any.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, if you're burning resources on it, then I will say you're able to find the one that you're missing. So okay. I'll give that to you.
I will use detect magic.
Okay.
And I will go through every scroll until I'll look through every scroll.
So with the successes that you guys have, I think you all have enough of the right classes. Hang on, let me see. You might not. There's one of these you might not be able to read. I'm not sure. Let me look. Yeah. Oh no, you would know that. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So.
Okay, who needs inspiration now? Who burned their chat inspiration?
So, Wanderous, you find a scroll of mass healing word.
A scroll of Wanderous. Okay.
Cass, with your detect magic, you find a scroll of greater restoration. PETA, you find a scroll of counterspell.
Whoa.
Ash, you find a scroll of haste. And then Cass, with your other one, you find a scroll of... Actually, I might have that backwards. Hang on. Let me look something up.
Okay, so Omega needed inspiration. Who else burned their
No, yeah, you rolled before. You rolled before, but then you used detect magic, right? So the roll from Ash. Previously was a
16.
Yeah, that was a scroll of Sleet Storm. You found a bunch of high-level scrolls.
Sleet, as in a weather condition?
Yes, okay, sorry. Where is everybody on the inspiration? Real quick, just so I know.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Okay, I'm the only one that has chat inspiration.
Okay.
And I used my DM inspiration.
Okay. Okay, so to make it just, and you guys can divvy these up because you may not all be able to use all of them, but the scrolls that were found are thusly. Mass Healing Word, Sleet Storm, Haste, Counterspell, and Greater Restoration. And you think that the Greater Restoration is the one that will probably fix the memory loss.
Okay.
I mean, not for nothing, it would theoretically also fix the Mad Mage's problem, but, you know, that's for you guys to decide what to do with.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no. That presents quite the problem.
Yeah.
It does present a problem, because I also have the Mad Mage Sending Stone.
Real quick, I would like... Ash has all the magical talent of a wooden spoon, so somebody needs to take this haste scroll.
I mean, anybody can use the scrolls, so
They are stocking all back up over here.
Yeah, but Ash is also the one who has all the movement.
That's true. So haste probably wouldn't really do much for you.
Yeah.
Also, Ash and Cass both have inspiration granted back from chat. Thank you, chat.
Thanks, Ham Pam.
Nice.
I feel like I should
Can't
probably
give
call
anybody
that out more so
inspiration.
people on the podcast know what's happening.
Okay, so now the only person who doesn't have it is Omega.
Yeah, that's
Peta.
fine.
Oh, Peta. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I almost have some to give you, but not quite.
no, it's all good.
Now you've got it. You've got it back.
There, we did it.
Look at that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, haste probably won't do much for you, Ash, but might be good for somebody that has lower movement speed.
All right,
Well, and
that's
it grants extra attacks too, so just strategically, Cass probably should be.
Yeah, I was gonna say
drop
Cass
that on
probably.
anybody. Extra smites, extra movement speed, yeah.
Here you go, Chief.
Extra
Absolutely.
AC.
Thanks, Brent.
But I think it's not like Baldur's Gate in this sense. Only people who have the spell on their class's spell list can actually cast the spell. So I think the arcane caster would have to do some of those. Like you may end up having to give them all to one person. I don't know. But in 5e rules, only someone who has the spell on their class's spell list can use a scroll to cast it. It's kind of
okay. Well, that's going to be nobody then.
No, I have mass healing word. I could get
For
that
haste.
Oh, okay. Brutal.
That's,
I guess the Mad Mage could cast it for you.
So see, you gave it to me.
Or
and
actually,
I
wait. What is Esmeralda's class level?
Artificer, sorcerer, and wizard.
She has wizard spells. Esmeralda can cast the wizard spells for you.
Cool.
Here you go, chick.
We'll add that
but
to
I
her.
should keep mass healing word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just for the sake of conversation, is Greater Restoration on your spell list, Wondrous?
No,
it should
not
be
yet.
on.
It will be, though. It is on the cleric
available,
list
though.
overall, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah,
cleric
the
spell. You
should
just
be
don't have
able to
access to it.
cast
But that
that.
means you can cast it. I think there's a check involved. Okay, so what was it? Haste. What's the dispensation of Sleet Storm? Does that go to someone else, or does Esmeralda have to cast it?
I think
I don't know.
I'm double checking.
That's fully evocation.
That's yeah. So Esmeralda.
Okay.
I can't do it.
And counterspell, too. Damn. I'm sorry that I gave my NPC all these cool scrolls.
Okay, so what did we decide? Did we decide that
you know,
I could
she'll
get
use them
the
for
great-
you guys, so that's...
Did we just? She's got to get greater restoration also.
No, I think you can.
You can take that one.
yeah,
It
so
is
you
a
can
cleric
take that one.
spell. It's just not one you have access to yet. But when it says on your spell list, it's like in 5e, scroll rules say that you can only cast a spell if it appears on your class's spell list. So you have access to the cleric spell list. So you can cast any cleric spell from a scroll. If it's higher level than you have access to normally, I believe there's a requisite spellcasting check to successfully cast it off the scroll. Basically.
So now Wanderers has to decide who gets the greater restoration, huh?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. You guys all together can decide it, but you're the one that has to cast it. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and mass healing word is only you and me, Wanderous.
Okay. Do you want the mass healing word then? I actually have access to it. It takes a spell slot, and I haven't prepared it, but I certainly could. Or wait a minute, maybe I did prepare.
You did
it.
prepare that one. Yeah, you took that over
I
clairvoyance.
did.
I could take that then.
Okay.
Just that way to spread it out amongst the healers.
Yeah, spread it out a little bit. Okay, so that's Peta. Peta's taken, and then Esmeralda gets the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So just to sort of like lay it out clearly, right? One option is you continue to kind of like muddle through the place, finding whatever you find and finding the thing you're looking for, ignoring this creature that could shorten the process for you and protect you while you go find it, because the cost of fixing his memory is not fixing the Mad Mage's madness, right? At least at that point with this particular scroll. There may be some other way to fix the Mad Mage's madness, but, you know, or so you could either spend more time in this dungeon, basically, right? And find the thing on your own, and then use the scroll on the Mad Mage. Or you could use the scroll in the dungeon to get yourself through the dungeon more quickly and safely, but then you have to find some other way of dealing with the Mad Mage.
I mean, I don't know what level you could gain access to Greater Restoration, but I mean, if that's a future option.
I believe it would be 9th level. It's a 5th level spell, and I think you gain access to those at 9th level. So you guys are level 7 currently.
Yes.
Cards on the table, whenever you finish this dungeon, you'll level up to level 8. But that would still mean if you go on to fight Strahd immediately after that, you'll only be level 8.
There not this thing about learning to use the scroll? I guess not.
Wizards can learn spells from scrolls.
I was going to say wizards can copy spells into their spell
book, but no other class really gets the ability to expand their spell list that way.
Dang it. And Onyx is in Strahd's castle, son of a bitch.
Also, I don't think Greater Restoration is a wizard spell. I don't think they can ever cast it.
Oh, okay.
I'll double check it.
No, wizards cannot.
It's Bard, Cleric, Druid, and then Artificer and Celestial sorcerers, I guess, get it.
Okay, I'm just totally dumb. I'm sorry. Too much time is passing. What is it that the wizard that is going to do for us if we use the Greater Restoration on him?
Mad Mage?
Cure his mad. Yeah,
the Mad Mage. What is it the Mad Mage is going to do for us?
Help you go to Strahd's castle and help you fight him.
And fight Strahd, yeah. So.
Okay, but hear me out too. And I don't know, maybe I'm hoping here, and maybe this is a bit more transparent than I'm understanding, but finding his spell book was also one of the options to possibly maybe help this guy, right?
Yeah, that's so true. The thing with the Mad Mage is, in his current state of magically induced paranoia and craziness, or whatever it is he has going on, caused by Barovia or Strahd or whatever, you're not really sure, he's not willing to help you fight Strahd until you get all of your things, the thing you're here to get, and he finds his staff and his spell book. If he were more sane, he might be willing to help you,
regardless,
without all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because he, might be less afraid or whatever. I don't know. So it's that, basically. If that
this
makes
is a
sense.
tough one, because and to throw some wrenches even more into this, and the deciding factor is we could blunder through the rest of this dungeon, but these skull dudes were not the worst, right? These are not the worst enemy in here, almost guaranteed.
Oh,
Between the Force Lightning statue we got going on, and then this Amber Golem that's put a giant 30-foot hole. Okay, I'm assuming here, right? This is a guess. I'm not saying that is what caused that, but it very much seems like it's probably a big hitter.
Well, actually, Cass, make a stone cunning check.
Well, so that would be a history check
with double proficiency.
Okay, so that's a 17 plus another 3, so that'd be a 19.
19. Yeah, with a 19, as Ash is saying this, you look at that hole. There are human-sized handholds in that thing that were carved there. You think that what's happened here is that people have come in here, figured out that those shadow things were down there, and dug themselves a hole so they could get around the lock on that door.
Okay.
So some other group of and you're as you're talking with the witches, and these things apparently offer you power or something. So people came in here to make deals with those weird shadow creatures, and they couldn't get through the door, so they dug through the ceiling. But you do know that but you also hearing about the golem, what Wanderous described as the cracks in the floor in the other hallway, that probably was made by a big heavy creature moving. So I would think with your dwarven knowledge of stone, you kind of that's where you land.
Okay, so regardless of that information, like,
I mean, I still think help the guy in here because I agree. I mean, the skulls were not the heaviest hitters in here.
Well,
and anything that can help us get through this relatively unscathed, I think is the better option.
Well,
the horror of today versus the unknown of tomorrow. I vote with trying to make it through this place and use it on whatever it is and try to just get through this place. Because if we decide not to use it and we all die in here and it's the end of the adventure, then we didn't have a chance to use it. So we use what we have and we go where we can go. And we don't look back.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then like if... Sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, we don't know if we're going to live to get to this guy. So we don't even need to make that decision right now, folks.
Fair. Well, and I just, if we don't live here, if we don't get the artifact, then we don't live to fight Strahd. Now, again, if we come to the table with these 3 prophesized items to help us defeat Strahd, maybe the Mad Mage will decide to help us anyway. Also, forgive me, but again, as Bonus Mom said, time passes and I forget didn't we find a book that potentially could be involved with the Mad Mage? Didn't we find something?
You found a Tome of Understanding, which incidentally, if you want to tell me if you read that last night or started reading it.
Oh, I mean, for sure. Well,
so it matters for a specific reason. You have to read the whole thing within a certain amount of time. I'll put what it does in chat just so everybody
absolutely read it.
Yeah, well,
sure. Well, we're but like you'd have to read it instead of sleeping is the thing, right?
Oh, jeez.
You have to spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing guidelines, and one of you, who you can decide who that is, permanently increases your wisdom score by 2, and this can cause your wisdom to go higher than 20. But then the book loses its magic and won't regain it for 100 years.
Just to clarify on this, if I read it, I can use that to increase somebody else's wisdom, right?
No, whoever reads it gets the bonus. So...
I was going to say I could have skipped. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I'm already sitting on 20 wisdom.
Yeah, but this would allow you to bump it to 22, which would increase your spell save DC and your spell attack bonus as a wisdom-based caster. Or whoever reads it can bump up their, wisdom save and their perception scores, insight scores, all those things. So it's up to you guys how you want to dispense with the thing, But it requires like 48 hours worth of study over a period of 6 days or fewer. So
if I study it, I actually get something better than we can get any other way. Right? Because I'll go to 22.
Yes,
absolutely.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, there are some magic items that can artificially bust stuff, like belts of giant strength can put you above 20. There may be something similar for wisdom. I haven't looked, but...
Oh, okay.
But in terms of stuff you're going to run into, that probably is more than likely, yes.
Okay, so to get back on track a little bit, we have not found anything for the Mad Mage, right?
No.
No, sorry. Yes, that book that you found was not the Mad Mage's spell book. It was this other, actually crazy powerful magic item.
I mean, it's a risky play. This is in character. But it's a risky play to not cure the Mad Mage of his madness. But I feel like if we don't live, then we can't help him ever. We can't help Onyx ever. We can't help these people ever. So I feel like maybe getting through this as scathe-free as possible is our number one priority, and finding this artifact is like the way to get this done. I feel like we can help him later. You know what I mean? And we've already been filling our ranks of allies, right? We have Esmeralda and Van Richten. At this point, we have the Order of the Feather at our backs. So
we can go get the wedding dress and maybe get something from that guy.
Right, exactly. Maybe, hopefully, gain some allies at the church, I think. I think that hopefully, fingers crossed, the Mad Mage will decide to help us with the artifacts that we're finding. And that'll be good enough. And then we're
going to take him Esmeralda back. Oh, no, wait. Was that who I'm confused. No, that was somebody else.
Van Richten was the one looking for Esmeralda. So,
and I'm willing to tackle the book and take on some exhaustion for it, but I'm also willing for somebody else to do it if you want to. What is the book going to do for us?
It is going to increase somebody's wisdom score by 2 points, which bumps
that would
up.
Make your score 22.
Right, yes. Which would give you, an otherwise unattainable height of your spell save DC and spell attack bonus.
It's basically worthless to me. I mean, wisdom, I guess, could help anybody, but it would help you the most. So,
okay, then I'm willing to do that if that seems like a good thing. Which I think would mean I would take.
So it's over the course, and we don't have to start it from here because it would retroactively fuck up the previous night's situation. So let's start from here. Basically, what you have to do is in the next 6 days of game time, you have to read the book for 48 hours.
Okay.
All right. So just to clarify our decision, let's see if we can find this creature, and then if we find the creature, we try to cast the restoration on it to get our heinies through this dungeon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we're heading to the west corridor, my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. We're heading back to that banquet room.
Okay, I'm just gonna drag you.
Whee!
Hang on. What's the marching order, just so I can kind of.
I'll probably be somewhere in the middle or in the back.
I imagine it'd be kind of the same as it was before.
Okay.
I feel like Wanderous goes out in the front because when some decision gets made, he just wants to get it the heck over with. And so unless somebody stops him, Wanderous is haul-assing into that other room.
Okay. Whoop. I lost some people. Y'all were moving on me. Okay.
Now, does this mean I have to not sleep for 6 days?
No, not necessarily. What it means is within the next 144 hours, you have to spend 48 of them reading this book. So it basically means on your short rests, parts of your, long rests in the evening can maybe be spent doing this, but we have to kind of, it gets a little,
Essentially, any downtime, you can choose to spend time reading it. And as long as you reach the 48-hour mark within 6 days, we're in good shape.
Correct. As long as you hit 48 before you hit 144 hours from now, then it'll work.
Okay.
So, okay.
All righty.
All right. You guys headed through the balcony?
Yeah, I will go first across the balcony, though. I feel like that would be the wiser option, if nobody objects, because I'll try to deftly find a safe path across just in case it's weak.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
And I'm going to try to do it stealthily in case that statue... Well, or we could take the witch's advice and just run.
Okay, so first things first, make a stealth check for me, Ash.
Heard. That would be a 21.
Beautiful. And then make a perception check for me.
Got it. Perception will be 18.
18. Okay. So you step out onto the balcony, and you can just tell from the cracked and sort of unstable nature of this that this balcony has a max capacity of about 250 pounds. So if anything more heavy than that is on this balcony, it will probably crumble to the ground below.
Okay, well, before I move any further, I'm going to try to relay that.
Oh, God, how much do I weigh?
If anybody's weighing over 250, this is going to be a real bad time. So one at a time, for starters. Only one person on this balcony at a time.
Wanderous is, you might as well say 150 pounds, 146.34.
Well, that's what you're carrying.
Oh, it says total.
Yeah.
Oh, total
That's
weight
total
of
equipment weight, right?
I weigh 225 without equipment, and then I'm carrying another 116.
Yeah.
I'm just under as well with the total equipment I'm carrying.
So now I
I'm
will say this:
under...
if you look at the thing, right, it's a certain amount of, it's 20 feet. There may be magical abilities, or you may be able to jump, or various things.
I don't want to burn that spell slot, but I mean I can. I have Dimension Door, so I can take one other person with me across that who is heavier than that, but
yeah.
So just for clarification in the party, I am underweight and can make it for sure.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I'm borderweight headed over it. If I'm a furball, I'm over 250.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not as over it as
I mean, if you're like 8 feet tall, like there's no way, right?
Yeah. But I don't know that I'm as over it as Cass is. Well,
I'm like right at 250.
Yeah, I'm just under.
Oh, I could drop a crowbar.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
start dumping stuff out the.
Yeah, I think Esmeralda. I think Esmeralda is probably under. She's only wearing leather armor. She has like a decent amount of weapons and stuff, but I doubt that she doesn't have that many items compared to you guys. So,
I mean, there's literally nothing I could drop because like I need my weapons, I need my armor.
Yeah.
I hesitate to suggest it as it might. It might insult you, but perhaps our large friend could toss you.
Don't tell me all. But I mean, what you think, Wonders? Do you think you could yeet me over there?
I think that I could do that, yes. It might mean, I'm going to say the words. It might mean that we would have to split the party and I would stay here and study the book and not go.
Well, no, I mean, if you throw me, then PETA could get you over, potentially.
Yeah, I can take you, Wanderous.
Oh.
But the problem is, he can only take one of us, so you would have to, like, throw me.
All right, we should tie a rope around you in case it doesn't go well.
That's probably smart.
I don't have a rope.
I don't have a rope either. Well, if we don't have a rope, we'll just have to send it.
I can do it. I'll throw you.
Okay, I have faith in you, Wondrous.
Okay. So
and I'll need all the blessings and aids and every good thing I can get to help.
I'll grant bardic inspiration to Wanderous.
Okay.
That's a D8.
Yes.
For a skill check.
This is slightly unrelated. I am also going to say you've spent enough time with the wand. Who has it?
Me.
That one you found out? Okay. You've spent enough time to discover that this thing is a wand of secrets. Isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, so it can detect secret doors.
Okay.
It can't point you to exactly where one is, but it can tell you if one is within 30 feet of you. So.
Okay. I'm down.
Does it just automatically do that? Does it take an action? What is it?
Yes, it takes an action. It has 3 charges. You use an action to expend 1 charge.
3 charges.
And it will tell you if a secret door or a trap is within 30 feet of you by pulsing. And, it says it points at the one nearest to you. So it actually does point directly at it. So, kudos to you guys. Lucky grab there for this place.
Agreed.
Okay. All right, so the plan is Ash and Esmeralda go open the door. Wanderous throws Cass, and then PETA and Wanderous Dimension Door over.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess Esmeralda can't go with Ash because the two of you would crush
please. Yeah. I did drop a couple. I will, to be, just let you guys know, I dropped some hammers. I also had some like double weapons on my page for some reason. That didn't affect my weight, but I was cleaning up the character sheet.
Sure.
But I actually am even more underweight because I dropped some hammers and stuff I had for some reason.
I
don't know why the hell I had it.
Who knows?
Okay.
There's like 3 hammers laying on the ground next to me where I just
Clink, clink, clink.
I don't know what these are doing in my back. I'm sorry. I haven't cleaned out my backpack once since we got here.
Well, do I need to pick any of them up and bring them to you when who sits dimension doors me?
If we come across them on the way back and I feel like I need them, I'll just pick them up. It's fine.
Order.
All right, I'm off.
Okay, Ash.
Right. Okay, does my stealth check go as well for me to go over? Do I need to re-roll that?
No, we'll let that roll.
Okay,
Continue.
that. Right, I'm off.
Boop. Okay.
All right, Wondrous, are you ready?
All right, you see the door over here?
Okay. So,
we're gonna sneakily open it and try to peek
so is
inside.
Wanderous throwing him before Esmeralda gets there?
You open the door. Well, he has to open the door. Or Ash.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm trying.
You see a bare stone room in front of you. You can kind of see several recesses cut into the wall. You see candlesticks draped in cobwebs in several of the corners, all of the corners that you can see from here. But that is, I think, all you can see from this vantage point.
All right, we're gonna step on in.
Okay. Boop. Okay, upon entering the room, you can see that in the shrine to the west, there is a faceless obsidian statue in a raised alcove in this western end of the chamber, similar to the one outside, but much, much smaller. Slumped before the statue are two desiccated corpses in tattered garments. And then there are a pair of alcoves to the north and south on either side of the walls of the shrine.
Okay, if there's no
you also
immediate
see
threats,
a door to the east.
right. Upon realizing there's no immediate threats, I'm going to make sure both doors are completely open and wait for Esmeralda to come on over.
Okay.
I am going to hold my position here to kind of like, back everybody up.
We'll have Esmeralda make a stealth check, I guess, just to keep with that. 14, okay. She makes her way across and kind of gets out of the way.
All right.
All right.
All right, Wanderous.
Wanderous, who has a strength of 14,
Oof.
but the heart of a lion.
Well, I'll say because of your powerful build, I will give you advantage on this.
Okay, and I've got bless or something.
You got
Bardic
my
inspiration.
inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. It gives me a D8, and I have chat inspiration.
Yeah.
So
I have a strength of 18, so maybe I should throw Wondrous.
I think at that point we would have to figure out how much relatively you each weigh. I also think with throwing Wondrous, he's so much taller. It's not even so much the strength as it is the unwieldiness of picking him up.
Hey, Wondrous, just put a nice spiral on me.
But,
Okay.
And honestly, I just really want our own little Lord of the Rings moment here, okay? No, I'm just kidding.
all right,
Don't tell the elf.
So I'm doing
Don't
a
tell the
skill
elf.
check. What skill
It's
check? am
finally
I
coming
doing?
true.
That'd be strength.
It will be athletics, which if you're not proficient is basically just a raw strength check. So, but if you are proficient, it adds to it. So
Here it goes, folks. Okay, that's a 17.
no, you had advantage from your powerful
Oh,
build.
that's a nat
That's a nat
20.
20.
Spiral indeed.
All right, so describe this to me. Between Cass
All
and
right, so
Wondrous,
Wondrous-
how does this work?
Okay, Wanderous walks all the way around Cass, and he's kind of like trying to figure this out. Of course, Cass is in armor and whatever, and he kind of reaches out and he kind of grabs Cass kind of around the middle, and then he, he's big and he's kind of like, I don't want to touch anything I shouldn't touch, even though it's under armor. So he's awkward as the very dickens. But he ends up, because he's such a dude, never done anything like this, he actually gets Cass, like, his hand goes between her legs around to the back and then over her shoulder. And he's rocking her back and forth a little bit like you would rock a baby, except her legs in armor are like hanging out both sides. And Cass, I would think, is just absolutely horrified, closing her eyes and praying for it to be over soon. And then he realizes, just as he lets her go, that he may swing too high and her head might hit the door. So then he's like, he lets her go, but then he's like this as she flies through the air with her legs going like this because of the release. And that's what he does. So he throws her. Yeah, that's it. That's
Incredible.
how she goes.
Okay, with that nat 20, Cass sails beautifully in and lands, maybe with a tumble.
On Ash and kills him.
No, but just like slides right into the door. Cass has made it perfectly across. Wild. That is wild.
Just when I thought this dungeon would kill me, it was a flying dwarf.
Wondrous looks over at PETA and says, that was kind of fun.
That actually was pretty impressive, I've got to say.
Okay,
Yeah, honestly, the last time somebody in this party threw somebody else through a doorway, it went a lot worse.
Hey,
That's the truth.
Literally.
We're 33 episodes
Literally.
in. We ain't talking about this no more.
Literally.
Okay? We don't talk about Thorin. No.
We don't talk about Thorin.
Who that guy?
Okay,
Listen,
Wanderers
I've
and
been to
PETA.
therapy. We've worked through it.
All right,
Go on with it.
and gonna remove that from my thingy there. Okay,
Okay, and you
perfect.
guys just...
So, yep, just
The
mentioned
door
door
right over.
Mention
So there's this sort of like warbling. Actually, what does it look like? Because this might be the first time you've used this spell.
Well, technically no, but I don't think I described it. So basically it's instead of like a standard magic portal, it's going to be just a bunch of limericks, like just paper, just like that opens up into like a dimension. And then it's just like basically a dimension full of like limericks I've written. And then,
I love it.
the exit, it's just a bunch of like limericks just kind of like fall out as we exit.
Nice. Okay, and so you all find yourselves in this room. There is a statue and some corpses over here. There is a doorway to the right. And then there in the middle here are these two kind of recessed alcoves.
Yeah, I would like to take a look at the dudes kneeled in front of the statue. That's where we'll start.
Okay, 1 second.
Or I'll start, I should say.
One moment. Damn it.
Okay, while you're doing that, I just want everybody to know that I just realized I could use the control mouse wheel trick to make this character sheet bigger for myself. And that's a game changer.
Nice. Okay, all right, so Ash is going to look at the corpses. What's everybody else doing?
I think Wanderous is attempting to dust Cass off a bit.
Nice. Yeah, Esmeralda pats Wanderous on the back and says, nice throw.
Thanks.
Hell of an arm.
I feel pretty good about it myself. You okay, Cass?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, so you are looking at the corpses. So as you enter the room, now that you've all kind of like taken a moment to get your bearings, I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, God.
Y'all get a +3 if you're within 10 feet of me.
Well, I am not, but I did get a 21.
Oh, I am.
I got a 14.
Okay, you are trying to beat a DC 16 here.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so I got 14, but what do we get to add to it if we're next to Cass?
+3.
3.
So I have 17.
15. Dang it.
Okay, so Esmeralda makes the save. No, it's +3. So with a 16, Omega Cass
with a 13.
Peeta exactly makes it. Wandrous makes it. Cass fails.
Yeah, I fell.
And Ash makes it. Okay, so Ash, you head over there. And behind you, you see basically what happens is this, Cass, you are drawn to this relic, this statue. It's just like extremely interesting, and you really feel like you need to get closer and look at it more.
See, I feel like Cass kind of knows this is a trap, but at the same time, just pure curiosity gets the best of me.
Yeah, so you just like start slowly moving towards the thing. And looking around, Ash, you see these two corpses. What are you trying to do?
Well, I guess specifically, I was with the description of like looking for something that's lost its memory. It makes sense to me that it could be like some of these creatures that reanimate. So I was just making sure they weren't going to come alive and attack us, or if it was we were looking for.
Okay. Make a perception check.
And then obviously, if there's loot, we'd look for the loot. You know what I'm saying? 16.
16. Yeah, with a 16, you don't get the sense that these things they haven't moved in ages, and it doesn't look like they're going to reanimate. They also basically don't have any possessions of any kind. There's like maybe some moldering clothes. You don't even see weapons. It looks like the remnants of ancient robes, perhaps. Kind of, you've seen a couple of those around here. But you don't see any staffs, wands, spell books, or anything.
Probably some old priests or something that
were involved in the temple here. Okay.
Actually, is there a specific description of the statue while I'm standing here next to it, or?
Yeah, the statue is a faceless obsidian statue in a raised alcove, and it is basically identical to the one outside that's like 1,000,000 times bigger. Not 1,000,000,000 times, but like way bigger.
The one that shoots lightning?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, does Cass have any kind of reaction as I get closer to it, or?
Cass, this is like the most interesting thing you maybe have ever seen, and under no circumstances do you want to move farther away from this. You want to stay here studying this more than you've ever wanted pretty much anything.
Can I can I tell anything about it?
What are you trying to what specifically are you trying to tell?
Like, why do I feel so drawn to it?
I'll say make an insight check with disadvantage.
That's a 5.
Yeah, you like a brief passing thought goes through of like, this is kind of weird. I wonder why I'm doing this. But it is overpowered by your just intense interest in this object.
Can I try to step away?
No. Like, you just don't want to. Like, you are magically, I mean, I'll tell you, you are magically compelled to stand here and look at this thing.
While he's being magically compelled, Wandrous is going to look into the things in the alcoves. He's going to just kind of investigate the room a little bit.
Sure. And I'll say Ash, make an insight check at this point.
Damn.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, nat 20.
God damn. Well, you haven't known Cass that long. But Cass does not normally, like, basically Cass has sort of like sluggishly walked up and is just staring kind of like slack-jawed at this thing, which is extremely unnatural behavior. On a 30, something is very definitely wrong. There's something hinky going on here that appears to be interfering with Cass's ability to move or focus or look at anything else. In the meantime, while you've made that check, Wanderous, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yeah, I'm looking for. It's kind of that same thing, I found a secret door too. I know there's a door at the room, but I'm kind of looking at the walls, just kind of see if I see anything.
Yeah, sure.
And I rolled an 8.
Yeah. You don't really see much of anything.
I don't see anything in here. I think we should just go.
I can't go.
Cass.
Yeah. So, Cass, you good?
Like, do I even pay attention to like what they're saying to me?
Make a perception check with disadvantage. If you beat a 12, then you hear what.
I do not beat a 12.
Doesn't even register.
Guys, something's wrong with Cass, and I guess
What?
I noticed with that roll, I noticed they're looking directly.
Yeah,
at the
I mean
statue.
they are staring transfixed up at this thing.
Well, with my incredible deductive reasoning, something in the statue's causing Cass to be weird. I think we need to get her out of here.
And I'll get, again, a 30, a nat 20 that gets to a 30 is just a fucking legendary check. So I'm just going to give you this. As you look at the two corpses, you don't see any signs of a struggle. You think that they stared at this thing and starved to death and died.
Yeah, we got to get Cass out of here.
Come on, Cass, let's go. And Wanderous, understanding what you're saying, is going to move forward and attempt to tap Cass on the shoulder, take Cass by the arm, somehow get a hold of Cass. He doesn't try to grab him like he's going to throw him. Not yet.
Her, but anyway.
Her.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to take hold of Cass, like that maybe I could start to move him.
Her.
And if he doesn't,
I feel
whatever,
like I
I'm
would
willing
definitely
to-
be in the same, kind of like pushing her away from the statue for sure.
What
Okay.
kind of reaction do I have to that, if any?
Well, you... I'm going to just message you.
Question.
Yes.
I have counter charm as a class action.
Okay.
With a bard, 6th level, you gain the ability to use magical notes or words of power to disrupt mind influencing effects. I'll put this in chat as well, but
Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you messaging me on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I got to find the... There it is. Okay. Okay. So this is what Cass is experiencing. This is what Cass is experiencing. I don't think you are compelled to fight your friends, but you do experience the situation described. Counter charm to disrupt mind influencing effects. Have advantage on saving throws. Okay, so the counter charm will be effective at the point at which Cass would get to make another saving throw.
okay.
Yeah. But there are some specific triggers for maybe how that has to happen that I don't know. That aren't just like every round for certain abilities. Like this is something can trigger that, but it is but you can continue to do your counter charm, and whenever that happens, if it happens, will prompt that. So
Cass, come on, Cass. We need to go. There's nothing here for you to see. And Wanderous is going to attempt to turn Cass's eyes away from, and her head away from the statue.
okay.
Let's see.
So given what I've described, Cass, I think you don't want to move away or turn your head.
Like I feel like I would just put my arm up and try to bat down Wondrous's arm.
Yeah, and so I think like you're not compelled to attack Wanderous. Nothing in this
No, but just
effect
to
will do
like
that.
stop it.
But what I will do if you're trying to turn Cass away, I'm going to ask for opposed athletics checks from Wandress and Cass.
Okay.
To see if you can.
Am I in this by myself, or is Ash trying to do this? Is this just me?
Well, I think Ash did describe some kind of what was Ash trying to do?
I mean, if Wondrous was trying to turn Cass away, I was gonna like grab Cass's shoulder as well and like kind of give a push.
Okay, so in that case, I will grant either one of you is using the help action, and the other one's going to make the athletics check. So whichever one you guys decide you want to do that.
And I have the +5.
I also have a +5, but you should totally do it. Absolutely.
Wondrous also has the bardic inspiration that they didn't use before, right?
That I have not used. Did that roll go through?
I didn't see it. So yeah, Cass, go ahead and make an athletics check as you frantically try to continue to look at it.
That's a 13. Or no, 12.
12. Okay, wow. 12 versus 13.
Okay, then I'm not going to use the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, it's a tough, tense moment as you're like, Cass is really refusing to turn, but the two of you together manage to overpower Cass as your eyes are torn away from the relic. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw with advantage from the counter charm.
Let's see, wisdom.
I'm on a pass.
Okay, that's a 24.
24 will do it. As you are turned away, you regain your senses and you understand that you were being magically compelled to look at this thing. At this point, given the amount of time that it has been, I need everybody in the room to make a saving throw again.
What kind of saving throw?
Another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay.
You all have advantage from the counter charm.
That's a 15.
Yeah, I got a 15 as well.
Okay, 27.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, that was
I got
Omega.
Esmeralda made it. Okay.
Got an 18.
Okay, so who failed?
Me.
No, you got a 15.
Isn't the
DC is 16. Yeah.
Or a 16. Oh, okay.
Okay, so now Ash is the only one staring at the object.
Damn it.
Okay, so Cass, you get turned around, but Ash, you all of a sudden are drawn to this thing. So I'm going to be kind of explicit here. You guys have a certain amount of time to try different things before you'll have to make saves again. I guess I'm going to give everybody... I'm going to say 3 actions that they can try to take as you frantically try to figure out, because you feel yourselves at this point, you know something's going on. You're trying to fight off this effect. At this point, I'm going to give you 3 actions apiece, almost like we're in combat, 3 movements, actions, bonus actions, whatever that you want to try to take to see if you can and, figure out how to protect yourselves from this or stop it or whatever. So why don't we just have everybody roll initiative? Actually, let's do that. And this is not like combat in that sense, right? But it'll determine, in what order you guys are taking your actions.
Okay.
A 16 for initiative.
13 for Wondrous.
13 for me.
Not that does me any good. I'm the one that's staring at this stupid ass.
Okay.
What about Esmeralda? Is she in on this?
Yes, she rolled a 6 and she had made her save. Although, because I know the solution to the puzzle, she's only going to do things you guys tell her to do. Because I have all the information. Or I guess I could... No, you guys are going to have to tell her what to do. Okay, Ash. You move closer to the statue. You are compelled magically. I will shoot the same text to you that I sent to Ozzy. So that you understand what it is that you are feeling in this moment. If you'll stand by for a moment. There you go. You move closer and are transfixed. PETA, it is still your turn.
Okay. Okay, so according to counter charm, no action is required. So,
Okay. As an action, you start the performance during that time, have advantage,
Yeah.
the creature must be able to hear you. Performance ends early, incapacitated, or if you voluntarily end it.
Which it would have ended now, since I guess it's my turn. So
Yeah, I think you can choose to continue it with your action if you want.
okay.
I think that's how counter charm is intended to work. Is that like if you keep using your action on each term, it maintains its effect up to whatever the amount of time is, right?
Yep. Okay.
I guess let's put on some higher stakes music than this.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try casting Shatter at 3rd level.
Ooh, okay.
On the statue itself. And not like far enough behind or far enough like away, possibly to avoid Ash, but
okay. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
I feel like that's too loud. Okay, for me at least. Okay. All right. Constitution save. You've got a 20. What? What's the total damage there?
that would be 22.
22.
Yeah, 22 points of damage.
Yeah. You launch the shatter spell. Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
We've got to look at your shatter spell. Because I'm not sure there is a point you can put it where it will hit only the thing and not your friends.
Yeah.
So you may have to decide who and how many people you hit with it. Basically, you have control over this thing. You have to put it on an intersection of 2 lines on the thing. Yeah, so you could put it there. You could put it right on a corner if you want. I don't know if that makes any differences. You know.
Okay, so like, wait.
Oh, this is not. Hang on. This is. Yeah.
There.
What is? Yeah, I think you could put it right there. Yeah, you could put it like right on that corner.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ash.
It's all good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that, and that is gonna be 22 points of damage. And
okay, so you launch it. I don't think this thing can make saves, so I think it just takes full damage.
Okay.
A non-magical object isn't being able to damage the spell there. And yeah, it does begin to crack. You see cracks open in the statue, but it is not destroyed.
Okay.
But you do tell that your spell did something to the statue.
Okay.
Also, an enormously loud, like, wow. You know, the shatter, loud, painfully intense noise erupts. So it is heard quite a way away.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Anything else from PETA?
I'm gonna go ahead. I think I might try to just stay here.
Okay.
For the time being, because.
All right.
Yeah.
Real quick. Was I supposed to make a con save on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I take half of whatever.
Take half, so that'd be 11.
11.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay. Cass, you're up.
Okay.
He'd just damaged me more than everything in this dungeon has so far.
Okay, bonus action cast Divine Smite. Or not Divine Smite, Thunderous Smite. At level 1.
Okay. And are you casting this on your mace or your longsword?
I'm a mace because I feel like the slashing wouldn't really
Okay.
do much.
Yeah, sounds like a smart move to me.
So, mace. I mean, I guess an attack roll. I don't really know how this is going to work with the thunder damage, but that's a 12.
Okay. A 12 is not going to beat this thing's AC. Like, you kind of, it's up in a higher, like, it's recessed up into, like, a platform. You swing at it, like, you connect, but you just don't get a really solid hit on the thing.
I'm going to burn my inspiration.
Okay.
And try it again. Let's see, mace. 13.
13, yeah. I mean, you still have extra attack, so if you want to just make another attack as well.
Sure. 15.
15 will exactly do it. So you take your first swing and don't quite connect, so you sort of square yourself, maybe jump up a little bit this time, and hit. This thing can't make saves, so go ahead and roll your bludgeoning damage from the mace, as well as the thunder damage from the
okay, so that's
thing.
9 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then 7 thunder.
Okay. Okay. Oof. That... Oh, wait, no. Okay. Okay, even more cracks sort of emerge in this thing. It is starting to look like it's in pretty shaky state, but it is not quite destroyed with that. But you blast into this thing and like chips of obsidian are flying off at this point. Wandress. Unless, sorry,
Okay.
Cass, do you move or anything else? And I guess you have to move up to get into melee with it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll move back. That
Okay.
way, I'm like, that way, you know, if somebody casts a spell or something, I won't
Okay.
be in the AoE range.
Okay. All right. Wandress, you're up.
Okay. I don't know how much you'll let me do. I'm going to ask. Would Wanderers have any clue as to what is making this happen to anybody? Okay, because it determines what I do
Yeah,
next. Is
so
if I have any idea
you
what's
can
making...
make really any kind of skill check that you think is relevant. I would think it makes sense to go for Arcana, Investigation, Perception, or Insight here.
All right. Wanderers is going to go for an insight check. Does he understand what's going on that's making them get attracted to the thing?
Yeah.
Did he feel anything? When we had to do those wisdom checks, did we have any feeling about that? Or
Yeah,
we
make
just
your insight check.
make what?
Insight, I think is what you're
I'm
going
just
for,
gonna
right?
do insight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm. Okay, did it show?
Yes, it did. I'm looking at an 8, unless you want to burn inspiration.
We're just nowhere near. It's the only inspiration I have left. Okay, I think that determines what Wanderous is going to do. But I do think he would yell, "We need to get out of here."
Okay.
Because I do think he would yell that. And then seeing that it's been damaged, then I think that he hits it with the most powerful thing that he has.
Okay.
I don't see it. It wouldn't be inflict wounds. That's necrotic. I think he hits it with the guiding bolt.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
I thought I did.
It didn't come up. It might be asking you underneath your sheet what level you want to cast it at or something.
Okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, at what level? Okay. I'm gonna up that to a level 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I only
Yeah,
had
it didn't make an attack roll, weirdly.
No, I did the damage instead of the attack
Yeah.
roll. But the damage is 17,
Yeah,
right?
so go ahead and make the attack roll.
Okay. Let me go back to the main page. I closed out of it so I could see the what level.
That's weird that it didn't do damage. Or didn't do the attack roll first. Very odd.
Oh, who knows what I hit? I probably hit something wrong. Okay, this was guiding bolt.
Yes.
Okay, did that do it?
24 hits for 17
24 to hit
damage.
for 17 damage.
Okay. Okay. What the? I have too many calculators up. I can't remember which ones are supposed to be for what here. Okay. Okay. Okay, it is badly damaged by that. However, it is like you can see fissures running all throughout, and like light is spilling out of the fissures as that guiding bolt like blasts into it. It is like about to come apart, but not quite there.
Okay, I'm gonna move right up towards Ash after that with the plan to grab him.
Okay, and then what do you all tell Esmeralda to do here? Because she has. I'll just tell you like what her first instinct is to do, which is to close this door so nothing comes in to kill you. But if you would like her to do something else, you can tell her to do that.
That works for me. And
I mean, you've been blasting off a lot of loud
to...
spells in here, so she's like,
yeah, that's smart.
Shut this door. But
let's shut it for now.
If you tell her something else, she'll do something else.
No, that sounds good to me.
All right, so she's gonna go down there and close this. What do I want? I don't want freehand. I want polygon. Okay. All right, I'm trying to like. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is her movement and object interaction. I don't think she really has. I'm just gonna say that's her action. So she moves and does that, and then moves back over to the other one. Ash, you are still stuck. You don't get another save yet. Peta, you're back up. This thing looks like it's in pretty bad shape, but you will have to deal some amount of damage to it.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shatter again, just at level 2.
Okay. All right.
And yep, Ash, you're gonna have to roll again.
Is it gonna affect Wanderous also?
Probably.
You can put it. Yeah, it'll affect Wanderous too.
Okay.
Yep. So Constitution saving throw DC 15 for half damage if you make the save. Thunder damage of 13.
Okay. With a 13 thunder damage, you shatter the statue into a million tiny pieces of dust, and it is destroyed.
Okay, I had a 12 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so you take the full 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 6 for half. Yeah.
I believe.
Yes,
so.
around down. Yep.
Okay.
What happens to Ash when we bust it?
When you bust it, Ash, you snap out of it. You realize that you had been magically, compelled, and the magical effect fades. Whew. And as Ash comes to their senses and the loud shattering and thunderous smites echo throughout the facility, for good or for ill, I believe that is where we're going to leave our session today.
Okay. Real quick, can I run up and heal Ash?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just going to do... Before I forget, cure wounds.
I don't like that turn order thing coming back up.
No, I was shutting it off. Sorry.
Okay. Made me nervous, man.
Okay, 5 points.
My man.
Okay. Alrighty, friends, and with that, that is where we're going to end our session this evening. Our heroes have made a pact with some witches and granted them strange and arcane powers. They have learned some information about some creature with a faulty memory in this place who may be able to protect them and lead them to a treasure of their choosing that they seek. And then they solved my rickety balcony puzzle only to fall victim to the pull of a shiny object. But they then solved by loudly exploding it. And so we will see what lies in store for them next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to do our usual sign off, reminding everybody who we were, who we played, where we can be found on the internet. In the meantime as well, if anyone has someone that we can go and raid that they would like to recommend, that would be lovely. However, in the meantime, Vincent Page, tell them who you are and where they can find you. My lord.
Friends, I've been Vincent Page. You're hypnotized by a stupid statue, changeling rogue.
And if you guys want to see more of me, you can come hang out on Twitch, which is where I spend most of my time streaming games, doing stuff. Vince Page, Vincent with a Y, everybody.
Excellent. Omega.
Hey y'all, my name is Omega. I played Peter Wallhorn, the Valor Bard tonight. And may or may not have hurt Ash. I will be hopefully posting more soon on TikTok, Omega MT42. I have just gotten into a relationship, so I've been focusing on that recently. But I hope to see y'all there and here every other Friday until we finish this thing.
Huzzah. Ozzy.
I'm Ozzy. I played Cass Amblecrown tonight. And I'm happy no one died.
Excellent. Bonus Mom.
I am Bonus Mom, and I played Wanderess, the Nature Domain Cleric. And I can be found Monday through Friday, usually on TikTok about 9 so in the morning, talking to my friends. But I also do some Twitch gaming, and I will be playing Stardew Expanded along about noon tomorrow with Cassie Crochets and Little Skittles and Richie Rich 8787. So think about tuning in and seeing what Stardew Expanded is like. And Pixel, my friend CJC Gaming actually is playing now, and he's either playing Fortnite or Minecraft. If you remember, he's the young man that we met in our garage on Halloween. So I'm going to throw it out there that I'd love it if we could raid him. He's a cool kid. He was a middle schooler. He may be in first year high school now. I'm not sure, but he's a totally cool kid, and it'd be great if we could go say hi.
Excellent. Yeah, we can do that. I actually rated him, I think, from Hammer and Pixel the other day.
Oh, cool.
All of that having been said, I am Pixel. I have been your gaggle of crones, your wisping shadows, your entrancing statue, and everything else today, and your rickety balcony. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a ton to us that you guys hang out for this insane bullshit that we do every Friday. And you can also, of course, find me here at twitch.tv/hammerandpixel, where I've been playing Stardew Valley Expanded with Bonus Mom and other people, my friend B sometimes, and sometimes solo. You know, we do a whole lot of things over there. So that having been said, we are going to go ahead and raid CJC Gaming. And thank you all so much, and we'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Happy Halloween a little bit early. Happy Friday the 13th.
There you go.